to be. Never thought I'd be here, but here we are. I'm Leslie B, never lucky that was me. Didn't know what the future had in store. Late night TV, mysteries on repeat. Just the stories always left me wanting more. Watch the juice, couldn't look away. Unsolved mysteries almost every day. Murder she wrote, Law and Order 2. Forensic files have me stuck like glue. Netflix crimes and courtroom scenes. Somewhere in between my dreams, I felt a spark, I couldn't let go. I wanted my own true crime show. True crime in a minute, yeah, that's my style. Tell the story fast, but make it worthwhile. From my phone to a worldwide screen, justice matters, know what I mean. True crime in a minute, come take a seat, where style meets justice on every beat.
Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Good seeing y'all. I've seen some of y'all around in chats and stuff this weekend. Good to see you. Hey Kristen. I can't believe how much you sound like Gigi. If y'all have never heard Kristen talk, she sounds like Pretty Lies and Alibis. Hey, El Cadigan. My parents are down there right now in the Mississippi Gulf Coast. So that's cool. Hey Jenny. Rummies. I hope y'all are having a good weekend. So it is really humid and warm here, but apparently we're supposed to get a really bad storm tonight. Oh, I'm glad you're dancing, Katie. That's fun. So good seeing everybody. So thought I would come on here. I know everybody's just kind of, sometimes we have some late people. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet from Michigan, MW. That's very, yeah. I like to mention people. I used to catch a lot of flack. So this is kind of why I'm doing this. It's like when I started it, this channel, I was just doing things I enjoyed and it was fun. And then you quickly learn you cannot please everybody. And the fun is kind of getting away. So I'm just going to kind of refocus a little bit. Hey, Law Curious, 1957. It's so good to see you. Susan Hicks, always good seeing you. Hope you're doing okay. Jack in the Forest. Are y'all ready for closings tomorrow with Corey? I'm excited, although I will not get to listen to it in real time. So that's something else I'm going to talk about. So I was looking, first I want to show y'all a couple things. One is, let me switch my screen. That I changed my handle. I am still Leslie B with True Crime in a Minute. And for those of you like Mr. C and Riding Shotgun and definitely Tater, probably Susan Hicks. Hey, Florida Gulf Coast. Y'all remember I used to always be Leslie in the chat. And it was great. And then I would be in a chat and there would be like, 5 or 6 or 7 Leslies. So then I added the B on so that we could distinguish who we all were. So I was always Leslie B, like right now, instead of me having to say, I don't know, Christina HS7HC, it was just Leslie B. So then when I changed the handle to True Crime and Amen, it's like when I was in chats, people were like, hey, True Crime and Amen. So I just want to come back to like my identity. So it's just the handle now this is Leslie B, but it's still True Crime in a Minute with Leslie B. So I just want to make sure that y'all understand that nothing else has changed. Andrew already noticed it today and on like comments and stuff. And y'all think it's going to be drawn out with Corey? Yes, exactly, Jack. I'm going to be me. Yeah, you can change your name. So here, I'll show you what you do. So this is obviously my page here. Oh, Yep, I've added descriptions, so I'm just going to read this. Okay. This content is based on publicly available records and documents obtained through lawful public records requests. The content presented is commentary, analysis, and opinion. Nothing in this video should be interpreted as stating undisclosed facts or making accusations beyond what appears in the public record. Statements made in the videos and live streams are opinions and should not be taken as facts. This content is based on publicly available records and documents obtained through lawful public records requests. All persons mentioned are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Okay, thank you. All right, so if you go on here to like customize channel, yeah. So y'all should be seeing, yeah, this. So right here where it says handle, so you can see this is where you update your picture. And then it used to be you could put right here your the name you wanted to show in chats, but now YouTube is doing a change, so they will only show the handles because they don't want like imposters. Like they don't want me putting, my name is, I don't know, who's somebody famous. I don't know why I'm saying Oprah Winfrey, but I wouldn't want to put Oprah Winfrey and then have my handle be something else. So you change it here, but it says choose your unique handle by adding letters and numbers. You can change your handle back within 14 days. Handles can be changed twice every 14 days. So wanted to let y'all know that. Yes, Sarah, my song is being revamped and that will be launching this week. So y'all can be ready for that. So back to the page, but you can see I'm still True Crime in a Minute with Leslie B. We're still the Food Truck Gang, and I'm happy y'all are here. So, yeah, Tater, it's, I think it must be terrible to be somebody that everybody's watching. It's got to be just awful to be watched like that. So, yep, the song is called What's the Truth, and I will be launching it here. It might be tonight. So stay tuned. Okay. It might be tonight. But I found a couple things. One is this is an old law and crime. Who was it? Patriotic. Somebody posted earlier when I scheduled this live. I was like, did you get a job with law and crime? No, I did not. But that sounds amazing. So this is like a 7-minute video, but it was on law and crime. This would have been in 2019. So I just thought we could watch it. It's just funny to watch older stuff. It's only 7 minutes. So I'm going to play this. What do you mean, Shaker Maker? Sorry, did we do send a letter? Yeah. Oh, John, it's almost there. Okay. It's getting there. But all right, I'm going to play this real quick.
Okay, welcome back to the Law and Crime Network. My name is Bob Bianchi. I'll be taking it from 12 to 3. Guys, if it's the Law and Crime Network, we're the only network that's out there, Dan Abrams production, that's doing gavel-to-gavel coverage on multiple trials. And boy, we just came off a hot trial last week, and we are back on the saddle again with 2 hot cases. Okay, just a little spat there. Kirk Burkhalter is a professor at New York Law, 20 years experience in the NYPD, detective first grade, has done long-term investigations, organized crime.
Well, Elle Cadigan, that is precious. And I'm going to give you another shout out. I mean, you're Mississippi folk. That's good stuff. I'll be down there probably in the next few months. So I'll have to let you know.
And criminal enterprises as well as terrorism investigations. He is a professor par excellence, and we love having him on. Kirk, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's break this down a little bit because it's a little difficult to understand when you're dealing murder for hire. So Magbanwa is kind of the middle person, as we indicated. The person she was just on the phone with is Garcia, who is a defendant that's on trial as well. Magbanwa was also involved romantically with Charlie Adelson. Okay, now who's Charlie Adelson? He is the brother of the woman who married Dan Markle, who was the victim. Okay, so we can kind of move around a little bit with these players. There was a bitter custody battle that was going on, and it is alleged by the state that Magbanwa, acting on behalf of the Adelsons, solicited or involved Garcia, who we just listened to, who is also a boyfriend of hers, to commit this murder with another individual who has pled guilty and is now a cooperating witness for the state. Whew, it's a lot to get out. Now, I understand that you've actually done murder for hire investigations as an undercover police officer. Tell us about that and what you're making with regard to this tape.
Sure. So moons ago in my other life, when I was employed by the New York City Police Department, in an undercover capacity, I worked as in a murder for hire case where I actually had someone hire me to murder someone. So,
and somebody, by the way, who was a very well-respected public figure, may I add?
Absolutely.
Right.
Check out this whole set they had back then. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely. So what's interesting here, and I say interesting from a legal standpoint, not to minimize what occurred to the victim, but in a conspiracy like this, the more people that are involved, the more likely it is that one of the co-conspirators is going to get nervous, which we just heard on the tape, and flip. So in a when you have murder for hire.
Okay, so in a conspiracy like this, the more likely that one will get nervous and flip. So we know that Luis Rivera did that.
It starts out with solicitation, someone merely asking, can you do X, Y, Z? And pretty much in most jurisdictions, the person is criminally liable once those words leave their mouth. But once we get to the conspiracy phase, there has to be an agreement. Folks have to intend to agree. And then you have to get the conspirators to engage in some overt acts.
See, now only here at the Law and Crime Network, and we have guests like you that not only did this job as an undercover officer, but also as a professor at a law school, and is so important that it's not just the agreement, right? It's an overt act. Can you explain that a little bit?
Certainly. So from a law enforcement point of view, what you want to do is get the defendant to provide you information, perhaps a phone number, license plates, photos, maps, you name it.
Provide license plates. I remember somebody who had that in her planner.
Anything, even the weapons, the tools of the crime. And so that would be considered an overt act. It doesn't have to go all the way to completion or even substantially close to completion, but just an act to show that this person actually intends that this crime be committed.
Right. And prosecutors love that conspiracy charge because it doesn't have to be a completed act. But if you have a completed act, then of course you charge conspiracy as well as the.
So conspiracy doesn't have to be a completed act. I did not know that.
Substantive crime.
Absolutely. Now, if you don't have an undercover officer involved and you have a conspiracy like this where folks were involved and they committed the crime, what tends to happen is once the targets become a little hot, meaning that they believe law enforcement is looking at them, everyone gets nervous. And that's what you just heard on this phone call. Hey, provide me some comfort. It sounds like you are okay. I want to make sure I'm okay. And then what follows that? Well, if I go down, you'll go down. And that's where the conspiracy starts to unravel, and hence law enforcement getting all types of evidence, like the recordings that we just heard.
Right. Now, interestingly, in this case, folks, Magbanwa was also offered immunity in the case if she gave information. She refused to do that. And as the prosecutor put it, she has the keys in her hand as far as getting out of jail. Very interesting case. Let's listen to a little bit more. There's a lot of wiretaps here. And there's also wiretaps involving Charlie Adelson that was just covered. Maybe we'll cover that later on, but was covered earlier with Jesse Weber.
Speaking of, well, it's not wiretaps, it's jail calls. But I'm taking snippets and making little videos just so people don't have to listen to 2 hours of them. So I hope y'all are enjoying those. I thought the one describing when the FBI showed up and he was hanging out of his bathroom window and the guy said, "Charlie, it's Agent Pat Sanford. Come out with your hands up." Awesome.
And they're all talking in code and very odd after the murder. And seriously, regardless of whether or not somebody says, I did it, this is the kind of activity that jurors are looking at. And from the standpoint of common sense, are saying they're definitely knee deep in this. Let's listen to a little bit more of the wiretap. Okay, Professor. So we can't, it's worth repeating over and over again because it's complex. This is a phone call between Magbanwa and Charlie Adelson. And Charlie Adelson's sister was the wife of the victim, Dan Markle, the Florida State University law professor, okay, in that contentious custody battle. What do you make of it? Let's make sure our audience understands one thing. After this murder, these wiretaps and the phone records that the government was able to retrieve show multiple phone calls going between Magbanwa and Garcia, who's an alleged triggerman in this case,
Right.
and Magbanwa and Charlie Adelson. I mean, there's like lots going on. What are you making of all this?
Well, the first thing that strikes me is if you would create a flow chart on a blackboard, there would be only one person that ties all these people together, and that would be the victim. Why else would they have all these phone calls? And I'm just amazed at the nature of the conversations. It reminds me of the organized crime cases from 20 years ago, where the defendants always convicted themselves. So all these, the problem with speaking in code is that if you use the same code over and over, then it's really not a code. So it's very clear that they are talking about something that occurred and after the fact and being nervous and the note being passed to the mother and such. They're not calling to say, hello, what was the score in the baseball game? How are you? Did you go to the beach? Every conversation is about the same thing.
Right. And for the folks in the audience out there that are listening for our true crime aficionados in the chat room, Charlie Adelson has not been charged with any criminal wrongdoing. However, prosecutors are pushing this information to say Magbanwa was the middle person, if you will, and that the motive was over this custody battle. So that is why these tapes are allowed to be played in court. Again, law enforcement having.
Whoa, what was that? Was that Tara Kawas's sister yelling at her? Did y'all see that? Look at that.
Middle person, if you will, and that the motive was over this custody battle. So that is why these tapes are allowed to be played in court. Again, law enforcement have done an excellent job at dotting I's and crossing T's and pulling out every investigative tool in order to build this case, which by my estimation is pretty strong. So if you want to see the gavel-to-gavel coverage of these great trials, there's only one place to be. That's here. So we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
And that is like old school Law and Crime. So am I understanding correct that Law and Crime bought Court TV? I heard on the news or something, probably YouTube, the other day that Court TV has like let everybody go except 3 employees. Oh, patriotic. That would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really to explain if anybody in the chat wants to. I'm taking the high road on some things. Yeah, I mean, it would suck to be a named unindicted co-conspirator. That would suck. It would suck to have your mom in prison for life for murder and your brother in prison for life for murder. That would suck. It would totally suck. Kappelman is amazing. I love her. Hey, Whitney from Oklahoma. Did you say somebody said Midwest is getting hit with a blizzard? So I think that's, I guess, what's headed here to the south. Oh, John, I know the Suno is, you'll just have to see. Mr. C, that's how you pronounce Adelson? Isn't that how Ruth pronounces it too? Adelson, I think. Whitney talking about Corey. I think she's guilty, but I'm worried it's going to be a hung jury because I've been around in some of the chats and it's like 50-50. It's never that way when I feel someone's guilty on a case. I think what's good is, well, there's a lot of things. One, there was like almost 3 weeks of evidence, or maybe it was like 12 days, but there's only 8 on the jury. I mean, they've got 12 in there, but 4 alternates. So it's a lot better to have 8 agree than 12. And I don't know why I was freezing. Sorry. And I do appreciate all the mods. And I know I have a ton, but it's just because, not everybody can be on here all the time. So, oh, thanks, Jenny. See, I like seeing my name again. The true crime, and there's just a million like true crime channels. So I just wanted to be Leslie. Hey, tennis girl. Hey, the Fun Sides one. Did you notice you're a mod? I added some today. I know I have a lot, but you can never be too safe. Tennis girl, hope you're unpacking from somewhere fun. You're probably very excited to be in your own bed tonight. Um, so then I found we've all been talking about conspiracy. So this is a little legal show, or like educational seminar type, AI video, but it's on criminal law, the crime of conspiracy. So I thought we could talk about, or we could watch that for a second. But I appreciate y'all being here. I was talking with Christina, and she was like, I just feel like when I'm talking to you, it's like when you're on the screen, it's like I have talking to a girlfriend. And I love that. And I feel like when I'm on here, I'm inviting y'all into my home. And y'all know I'm Southern, so hospitality is super important to me. And I just feel that I am not being who I truly am either. So I just want to kind of get back to that. I'm just kind of recentering, if you will. So I did go back to the Leslie V name. Still true crime in a minute, but it's Leslie V. And I love it. I'm also the type of person that I give 110% to everything I do. I mean, if you could have seen my children's birthday parties, like amazing, right? Everything I do when I entertain, I go like above and beyond. But I feel like I'm not able to give 110% of my job and give 110% to this. And so I've just got to try to control the controllables. That sounds very corporate, but I'm also on a lot of meetings and things. And I don't want to have to feel like I've got to get home to get on YouTube live. So I'm going to cut that back and maybe do like one a week. I'm not going to cover current trials anymore. I'm in for it with Corey for sure. But like I miss being in the chat with y'all on other channels. I mean, I rarely get to watch other channels. And that's me. That's my fault. That's me putting the pressure on myself. I am my own worst critic. That's how I've been since I was a little girl. So I don't want to beat myself up, and I don't want my hobby to come and feel like a job, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So, hey, Melba. But I'm still going to keep making short videos I mean, really probably from your point, it's not going to change a lot. I'm just trying to control more of what I can. So I just want to do that. All right. So let's watch a little bit on conspiracy. I'll turn on the closed caption for some of y'all who like that.
The crime of conspiracy is simple enough in theory. It's a crime to plan with other people to engage in criminal activity. The details of the law, however, can be complex and nuanced. When does just talk turn into a concrete enough plan to become punishable? Are there free speech implications of punishing talk? How far does a plot have to go before it morphs into a conspiracy? These are some of the many complex questions that permeate this area of law. Punishing conspiracy is designed to deter potential criminals from becoming organized and to ensure that all those who had active parts in criminal activity are held accountable. Conspiracy, like attempt and criminal solicitation, is an inchoate crime. This means that the criminal result need not have occurred for liability to attach. If two people, for example, plan a joint robbery of a store, they can be held liable for conspiracy even if they do not complete the robbery. The substantive crime is robbery, and conspiracy to commit robbery is inchoate because it has not been completed. The law treats the act of agreeing to commit the crime as a distinct evil from the crime itself. This means that a defendant can be charged with both conspiracy to commit a crime and the crime that was completed. This distinction can be illustrated by comparing conspiracy to another inchoate crime, attempt. When a person attempts to commit a crime and then successfully completes that crime, the two crimes merge, and the defendant can only be charged with the completed crime. Merger does not occur in conspiracy cases. For example, let's assume that Kyle and Sue decide to murder Charlie. They conspire ahead of time to ambush Charlie in a parking lot after work and stab him to death. They're guilty of conspiracy to commit murder whether they complete the crime or not. Conversely, if their attempt was a spur-of-the-moment decision, not a product of prior deliberation, and Charlie survives the assault, they would be guilty of attempted murder, but not conspiracy to commit murder. If their attempt succeeds in the latter scenario, they would be guilty of murder, but not attempted murder. The modern elements of conspiracy are 1. An agreement, 2. Between 2 or more people, 3. That is entered into for the purpose of committing a crime, and 4. An overt act is made in furtherance of the conspiracy. The agreement is the most important element of a conspiracy. In some jurisdictions, to be charged with a conspiracy, all that's required is to form an agreement to commit a crime. The agreement does not need to be formal or an in-depth plan, and its existence can be inferred from the circumstances. This has the effect of allowing courts to find a conspiracy from the circumstances surrounding the completed crime, even if there was no...
That board looks familiar, doesn't it? Like the one at in Leon County in courtroom 3G. That's the oval. You know what I'm talking about? It's the thumbnail on a lot of videos for my stuff now.
Evidence of actual verbalization or paper trail of the plot. Note that even if the underlying goal of the agreement cannot be accomplished because it's physically impossible, the defendants can still be charged with conspiracy. So, for example, if 2 parties conspire...
Debbie Giddy, I'm so sorry. I did go into my mod list today, and I'm like, I haven't seen her. I'll just take it off, but I can add you back. So it wasn't anything. I just hadn't seen you in a while. So I got really worried because I haven't seen Beach Bum in forever, and she commented earlier. And then I was going through my list. I'm like, I haven't seen Debbie Giddy, but don't take it personal. But I can add you back. I'll just add everybody.
To rob a store that, unbeknownst to them, has permanently closed, they can still be held liable for conspiracy. In the United States, it is universally accepted that at least 2 people are needed to form a conspiracy. However, there is a split on whether both parties must have guilty minds. The first approach is the bilateral approach. Under the bilateral approach, or rule of consistency, there must be 2 guilty minds. Both parties to the conspiracy must sincerely agree to commit the crime. In a 2-person conspiracy, if one co-conspirator is acquitted, then the other co-conspirator cannot be guilty of conspiracy. Without an agreement, there can be no conspiracy. However, this applies only when 2 alleged co-conspirators are tried for the same crime in the same trial for the same conspiracy. If one is acquitted, per force, then the other must be included as well, as a conspiracy requires at least 2 guilty participants. If they're tried separately, though, and the first co-conspirator is acquitted or is never charged, then the second co-conspirator can still be charged with the conspiracy. After all, the evidence may be stronger against one person than the other, or different juries might not read the evidence in the same manner. The one that's acquitted doesn't indicate that there's no conspiracy, or that there's insufficient evidence that they both conspired for the purposes of convicting the second conspirator. Under the unilateral approach, which is adopted by the Model Penal Code and some states, only one person needs to have a guilty mind. So, for example, a person can be guilty of conspiracy even if the other party is in fact an undercover police officer, or the other party has no intention of actually carrying out the criminal actions contemplated. Let's now look at the requirement of an overt act. Most jurisdictions require that, in addition to agreeing to commit a crime, at least one member of the conspiracy must take an action in furtherance of the illegal objective.
Well, we know that happened in the Dan Markel murder for sure.
This requirement of an overt act serves to distinguish mere talk from a plan that contemplates the performance of an illegal activity. Typically, any act taken in furtherance of the conspiracy will be sufficient, but some states require that the defendant take a more substantial step. Let's return to the example of Kyle, Sue, and Charlie. You may recall that Kyle and Sue have decided to kill Charlie. Kyle and Sue spend hours planning how they're going to kill Charlie. So far, though, in most jurisdictions, they are not yet guilty of conspiracy. After all, to overcome a potential defense argument that they were merely talking or describing what they wish might happen would not be easy. Now, however, assume that Sue goes out and buys a pair of sharp steak knives with which to commit the murder. It's now apparent that the planning was more than mere talk. Sue's overt act demonstrates the seriousness of the plan, and both Kyle and Sue could be held liable for conspiracy to commit murder. Most jurisdictions require a specific illegal object for there to be a crime of conspiracy. However, some states make it a crime to conspire even to perform legal activities where the object of the plan is to engage in behavior that would be harmful to the public health. An example of this would be a conspiracy to run a loan shark business. While it may not be a statutory criminal act to lend money to people at a high interest rate, running a loan shark operation may be considered injurious to the public health. Thus, the planning of this venture could be considered the crime of conspiracy in some jurisdictions. Conspiracy is a specific intent crime. Specific intent crimes require that the defendant act with a specific goal in mind. In the case of
Thanks, Jenny. Y'all are sweet commenting about my Christmas decorations. I didn't even do near what I normally do this year because I was on YouTube. True story. Didn't do a tree this year, but that was great. But my husband on Christmas Eve said, "You know what? I don't like this." Like, well, then you can put the tree up next year. But that's what I'm saying. Like, yes, I'm going to have that crime element, but a lot of times people are like, "Tell us what you do with your makeup. What is that lipstick shade?" So, like, I just want to throw some of those elements in because that's just who I am. Like my friends know, and I've had friends since I was 5. I mean, some of them since I was born, and they're like, "Just call Leslie. Like, she'll tell you what she thinks." And I just want to stay true to that because I feel like I'm kind of getting lost a little bit.
conspiracy, the defendant must intend to agree on a plan to commit an act and must intend to achieve the illegal goal of the conspiracy. If either of these intents are missing, then the defendants cannot be charged with conspiracy. Let's once again return to Kyle and Sue. Kyle and Sue agreed to kill Charlie. Kyle hates Charlie and really intends to murder him. Sue, on the other hand, believes it's all a joke. She thinks they're just going to scare Charlie, but that they won't hurt him in any way. Since Sue doesn't intend to commit the underlying offense of murder, she can't be
charged with conspiracy. So that's like Jeff Lacoste, right? When they said he was told about the hitman, but he said, he didn't really know what to do with it.
charged with conspiracy. Kyle could only be charged with conspiracy if the jurisdiction subscribes to the unilateral approach that we discussed earlier, which requires only a single guilty mind in a conspiracy. To sum up, while conspiracy is a complex crime, the common denominator is that criminal conspiracies require agreements, intent to agree, intent to accomplish an illegal objective, and usually at least one overt act in furtherance of the conspiracy.
I thought that was interesting. I hope y'all enjoyed that. This is called Law Shelf. I'll pull that up for a second. So yeah, I talked about the 110%. I have my notes here. Oh, so there's just some things I'm not going to be able to cover anymore. It's just not going to be my thing. Like we have Pretty Lies and Alibis who does amazing summaries, and that's just going to be my go-to. It's been so stressful during this Corey Richins trial. I think what happened was it was like the perfect storm. I mean, I'm in my busy season at work. I'm hiring a sales director. I got federal jury duty and then the Corey Richins trial. And I just, I learned like I can't do this all. So I'm at work listening in my AirPod and then like wanting to stay up to date on everything, because you don't want to like be talking about openings that happened on a Monday on Friday, right? Or whatever it was. So that's kind of where I am. So I'm not going to do breaking news. I learned really quickly with the Nancy Guthrie stuff that was just not going to be my strong suit at all because like you can't cover that stuff. I mean, I don't have those kind of resources to have like, people all over the country to tell me what's going on. Live trials. I think that's one reason I love this Dan Markel case is, I mean, it happened almost 12 years ago. 4 trials. I mean, there is so much to dig deep into. And so I'm going to have more time to dig deep into it because I'm going to focus on that and bring other trials to light. So that's just kind of where I'm at. I hope that makes sense. And y'all are so sweet. And I'm not trying to like, I don't want y'all think I'm having a pity party because that's not at all what I'm trying to do. I just want y'all to know. And Sidebar Snoop, that is the cutest name and the cutest freaking dog. As y'all know, I love my dogs. And don't worry. I mean, you're still going to see me. I'm not going to be doing lives though several times a week. It's really hard on a school night, for me, a work night. And it's so good to see you, Joe. I'm glad. I love it. I love it when people watch. And I get it. Like we're all busy, right? Um, and I just miss being in the chat. I just miss being able to go in there and talk. I will tell you there was a little bit like if I were to go in, let's just say Carl's chat, I feel like sometimes I don't want people to feel like, oh, I need to say true crime in a minute and like plug her channel. Like I just want them to be, oh, Leslie B says. Does that make sense? I'm probably like getting way too deep into this. But there, y'all can see my name there at this is Leslie B. All right. So then I wanted to show y'all. So this, I put in the tonight's live that I was going to have some new items for sale. It's not my store. It's just some inspired things, a collection, if you will. But this is one of the things, and I thought I would wear it tonight because tomorrow we're going to be on Verdict Watch. But can y'all see this shirt? It says Verdict Watch. And that's just all it says. On the back, it's got like the law scales. So it's going to be kind of stuff like that. Like it's not, like, hey, come to my YouTube channel. This is Leslie B. It's not like that. Oh, what's this? Debbie Giddy. I know she got banned in STS. Are y'all talking about somebody else? Oh, True Crime Wifey, that is so kind. Thank you. So, I just wanted to show y'all this shirt, and I love the thinness of it. So we're gonna have some things like this, but we're gonna do a live. I'm probably only gonna do lives either on a Friday night, a Saturday night, or a Sunday, just because it's really, really, really hard to do this stuff during the week. Hey, Rosie. Spring stepping, exactly. Not making your hobby a jobby is an awesome idea. Love your Southern hospitality. That's sweet. Because what happens a lot of times, like when I'm on here and then I'm thinking, I'm always brainstorming and writing down ideas of things I want to make. And then I'm just not doing the stuff as much that I enjoy. So very, very sweet. Yes, very, very sweet of you, True Crime Wifey. Joe, do your beauty secrets in style. Love seeing your dogs. Thank you. Yeah, like I want to like share some of my secrets. Like these are some products you can get cheap on Amazon, and this is some stuff you can get cheap at Target, and then you mix it with something expensive. As you get older, ladies, you got to change your makeup. You got to get rid of the jet black eyeliner. There's just some things, and I can help with that. You'll sit through beauty and hair tips. Yeah. And I jump around. Oh, like after that jury duty, when I made the video of just like sharing stuff, I got so many great feedback. I just like doing things like that. So yes, I agree, Christina. Let's all study for the bar together. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yes, True Crime Wifey is amazing. Elle Cadigan, I'll say it again. That's so sweet. Thanks, the fun size one. So, I know a lot of times we talk about Luis Rivera's proffer, and I have it on my channel without any interruptions, and I think the audio is pretty good. So I was just going to let it play here. I'll be in the chat because I like being in the chat. If anybody wants to, you don't feel like you have to. I know we've seen it, but there's some things I wanted to rewatch. And yeah, I made my husband chili for dinner. I'm going to eat dinner. Oh, Jelly, that's so sweet. Yeah, there's enough channels to cover the hottest trial. I'm here because I like your take and appreciate your chat. Thank you. And I'll still like be happy to talk about stuff. I just don't want to feel like the pressure, if that makes sense. I think y'all all get what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm loving this. So when I do retire one day, I'll be able to pay for assisted living because I'll have this YouTube. Oh, thanks, Joe. Yeah, the live trials are a full-time job and lots of work. Yep. It is a lot. I have so much respect. Like Emily Baker, I don't know how she does it. So, but do y'all want to watch the proffer? You love the shirt. Isn't it cute? And I love a long sleeve tee. Good, Kim. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. I feel like you're a good friend to hang out with. I'm glad you're cutting back from the perfect storm. Listen to your gut. Love you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. That's another thing. Crime Con's coming up. I cannot wait. And I just want to be Leslie B. I don't want to be a true crime. I want to go and enjoy. I had a ball and I went by myself last year. Oh, you got your verdict watch mug for the morning. I love it writing. Yeah, I'm probably a little early with this, but I have a big day at work tomorrow. And there's no way I'll be able to listen to it live, which is a bummer. But I can't even do an AirPod with what I've got going on. This is Leslie B is my favorite handle. Thank you. I texted with Christina last night and I said, which one would you choose? And we decided on this one. This is Leslie B. Straight to the heart, root core. Yeah. And if one day I don't want to do trials and I want to do gardening, I got my channel. You know what I mean? I'd like a verdict watch baseball cap. Well, you're in luck because you're going to be able to get one on Friday. Oh, John Smith, you're sweet. I don't see how you do all you do full-time jobs, superwoman. Yeah, it's probably why I'm getting a cold too. Y'all are nice. Thank you, Armand. And I do. I love our food trucks. I love it. And my songs. And yeah, so stay tuned. I'm going to be posting that probably later tonight. It's about there. If it's not tonight, it'll be this week. But I appreciate y'all. So I'm going to turn this Luis Rivera on. I just don't want to interrupt with comments. Hey, Melissa, getting older is not for the faint of heart. No kidding. Oh, yeah. Have I mentioned menopause? Let me tell y'all something. Hot flashes. Whew. True crime wifey, you never use black eyeliner. I'm going to tell y'all the secret. Is a dark plum. That's what I wear. I don't have it on tonight, but that's what I wear. Every now and then I might use a black for, a dramatic effect or something, but yeah, the plum eyeliner is key. Also, not using real thick foundation, so I can show that. Christina, Joe Moore. Oh, you're going to make a hat and put it in the collection on Friday. That is awesome. Yeah, you'd love to hear it play in the background. Yeah, that's what I'm going to tell y'all. When we play this proffer, it's awesome. If you've got earbuds or something, just do something else and listen to it. You will hear things differently than if you're watching it because your senses sometimes are focused on watching, them move around the room or whatever, and just listen and see what you think. Do I think a verdict will come tomorrow with Corey? I don't know. Are they just going to hit the closing statements? Has the judge given a time limit? After just having had the jury duty that I did, I don't know. I don't know much about. Oh, you'd love to be a mod? Okay. I don't know much about. I don't know. I don't really know. To me, yes, but what if they have like one person that's like, I just don't know. I've kind of lost faith in it all after my situation. Jolie, Luis is translating between street Spanglish, English, and cop talk. On top of it, the cops are reframing what they think Luis is saying, and he agrees before he thinks through their reframing. That's probably the best summary I've ever read. So, yeah. Oh yeah, you can get merch after Friday. We're gonna show it all to you. And there's some really fun stories that Christina's gonna share. And it's really not like merch. It's just fun stuff. Indictment watch. That's a great idea. Christina, are you hearing this? Okay, Blue River Crime Con. So real quick, it's expensive. The pass, like you get a lanyard, is it $300 or $400 for like all 3 days? And I bought that even though I was going one day. But I had a discount code, Courtroom Confidential. Josh Ritter has, I think it's just courtroom in all caps is his discount code, and you get 20% off. So you can save considerable. But what I found was when we get closer to CrimeCon, they'll start selling like day badges for $100. So I would just recommend doing that if you're not going to go to the whole thing. Yeah. You can see all the true crime people walking around town work with the Verdict watch hats on. And I also think, like, if you have this Verdict watch on and you're at the grocery, someone's going to be like, oh, what trial are you watching or whatever. Whereas if you're wearing, some crime channel, people may not know what that is. Yes, Kristen, tart plum makes blue and green eyes pop. But yeah, I appreciate all of y'all. Thank you, Jenny. This is fantastic community that you've built. There are some mean, horrible people out there. This is a beautiful place to hang out. Thank you. Yeah, I want a nice, friendly chat. Oh my gosh, Debbie Getty. Emily D. Baker said there are no time limits for closing. She thinks the defense could go all day. Oh, wow. Joe, you were a makeup artist? Yeah. Oh, no time limit. That's not smart because you cannot keep everybody's attention. Yeah, we can just. What is the best day for CrimeCon? So I will tell you, I went to Saturday and it was great. I mean, there were so many things. So they have an app and you can look and see at all the different, there's like multiple things going on and you decide which one. If you've ever been to a convention, it's how they do those things. But I mean, I had a great time on Saturday. Because Sunday, I felt like it wrapped up at like 1 or 2. They have a lot of extra things too. Like you can pay to go to a dinner and a cocktail hour. You can pay to, get in line and have first access. I mean, I don't care about all that stuff. It's just fun to like walk around and see people. YB, I know I don't have my son-in-law's plate number in my planner. What brand of eyeliner? I have different ones from cheap to expensive. Palladio, I think, is one that I really liked. I bought on Amazon. I also like Laura Mercier. I mean, I buy e.l.f. stuff. I have cheap, expensive. Rosie was also a makeup artist. This is so fun. No time limits is insane. John wants me to go live for 9 hours when I get to Vegas. Yeah. My iPhone would probably like catch on fire. All right, y'all. I'm going to play this proffer and y'all can watch and listen. And I'm telling you, what I want you all to do is to take notes. And then when we reconvene again in a week, we will compare notes and we'll all have different ones. And I just want to say welcome to the new members, Law Curious, Sidebar Snoop, True Crime Wifey, who gifted 10. So kind of you. Thank you. Cheryl, agree. Lancome, Laura Mercier, and Urban Decay are the best eyeliners. Creamy to blend. They won't budge. I also love the Laura Mercier smudge sticks, and I'll put a little bit under the eye because you kind of want to blend. You don't want like a harsh line. Okay, I'll stop talking. But thank y'all so much. I'm going to play it now, and I'll be in the chat.
coffee at?
Oh, well, I know people. We got it from the kitchen.
You get to eat again last night?
No, sir.
You just came straight back?
Yes. They didn't feed you nothing?
I
Sorry.
don't have any canteen food.
Just so y'all know, the video has closed caption that was recorded with it at the bottom, but in the top middle, that's mine. So I'm just going to let that play. And that's Monica. What's her last name? Is it Jordan? She's the investigator. And then you've got Agent Sanford, Isom, and you've got the attorney there. All right. Thanks, everybody.
What time did y'all get back here?
Better we did. Yeah, I guess so. That would be great, but just artificial sweetener and
They only have powdered cream.
that's fine. That's fine. Louis, you want to talk?
No. You just put that back in.
I did.
Okay.
So it's all good, man. I know you tried your hardest yesterday. So don't even worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. We might try some more. You never know. See, I thought that his ticket was given to him on the way home. That would have been a good point of reference to help narrow down the geography, but it was given to him on the way up.
Correct.
And my son told me it was on the way down. I would have had a whole different strategy if I'd known that.
Okay. We did this the other day on September 30th on Friday, and we did a swearing in. Okay. I'm just going to read this time, the same exact form. And Mr. Collins is going to explain anything further, and he can look at the form. Okay. But before we start that, I just want you to raise your right hand. I'm Investigator Craig Isom with the Tallahassee Police Department. I'm conducting an official criminal investigation concerning a homicide. Any false statements about material matters given by a witness under oath will constitute perjury, which is a first-degree misdemeanor according to Section 837.012 Florida statutes. You already have your right hand raised. You solemnly swear or affirm that the evidence you are about to give me is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
You understand that if you knowingly make material misstatements of fact to me during this investigation, you will have committed the crime of perjury.
Yes, that's fine. Louis, do you have any questions about what the detective just said?
No, sir.
Okay, you understand that if you don't know the answer to a question, it's okay to say, I don't know. If you don't understand the question, it's okay to say, I don't understand the question. Could you repeat it? All right? The most important thing is that you give truthful information, which I know you will. You don't guess. If you need time to think about something, that's okay. If you intentionally tell a story or you give a statement that you know is not truthful, not only will you have committed a crime of perjury, which is really the least of your concerns, the most important thing is you will no longer have a deal. Okay? All right. Now, we do know that you have immunity. So, you know, the things that they've asked about you that they haven't got independent of you, they couldn't use against you. You understand that. But that ain't the deal. The deal is we want to tell the truth and do what's right.
Yes, sir.
You understand? That's the point. All right. I don't have any further questions in that regard. And the statement is being recorded? Yes.
All right. Louis, the first time that you had a conversation, well, let me start this because I want to make sure I understand this. Did you ever meet or know or hear of Daniel Markell before this occurred?
No.
No.
Speak up loud.
Think if I heard about him,
Did you ever hear of him?
No, not at all.
Never heard of him, never knew anything about him.
No, sir.
No one's ever mentioned that name before.
No, sir, not at all.
What about Wendy Adelson?
Not at all either.
Anybody else by the last name of Adelson?
No, sir.
Okay. When's the first time, if you can recall, when you first understood that you were going to come to Tallahassee? Because my understanding is you've never been to Tallahassee before.
Never been up here.
Okay. What was the circumstances of the first that caused you to come to Tallahassee the very first time?
I thought the first time I was coming up here, I thought we were going to come here and rob somebody. You know? So when I get in the car, that's when Garcia told me, what we coming up here for? Coming here to kill somebody.
So before you got in the car, you had a conversation with Sigfrido Garcia,
In my house.
Tudo,
Yeah.
at your house, and he says he wants you to go with him to Tallahassee
Yeah.
to do a drug robbery,
My understanding when he was talking to me, first I thought it was going to be like a robbery.
just a robbery.
I thought it was going to be a simple robbery. But then I said, we kept going on talking about it. That's when he told me, listen, I got to come up here for a job. I'm finna get hired. We're getting hired, but to kill somebody.
You already left, or is that before you?
No, I was still in my house.
Okay.
Then I rented a car. We got in the car and he told me more about it. Like, you're going to come out here. I'm going to kill this guy. You're going to get paid this much, $35,000. So I looked at him and I said, it's a little bit of money, but all right, whatever, let's drive. We're driving. He showed me a picture of my kid. That's the first time I seen a picture of him and I heard about his name. But he told me his name. This is the guy we're going to go see. His name is Markel. I'm like, I don't need the name. Forget about the name because I'm not going to remember the fucking name. Just show me the picture. I just seen the picture and I looked at it. Somebody drove up here. Come up here the first night. We went to the hotel.
I hate to interrupt you, but I do. I want to make sure we're talking about the first trip.
The first trip.
And you rented the car?
No, the car was not under my name.
Okay. Is it a rental car? Or
It was a rental car.
rental car. Who rented the car?
It was Garcia. He came with the car.
He came with the car.
He came with the car.
To your place.
He came. I was in my homegirl's house.
Who's that?
Rochelle. He picked me up and I left. He like, yo, what's up? Boom.
So he called you and said, I'm coming to get you.
He already told me the story. He rented a car and came and picked me up that same day.
Okay.
He's like, yo, I'm on my way. He picked me up. I got in the car. I left, went to my house, changed up, got in the car, and we drove.
Okay.
It was like a Wednesday night. I think Wednesday. It was Wednesday.
You knew that the purpose of him renting the car was to drive to Tallahassee with it?
Yes, sir.
So he already told you, I'm going to rent a car, or he shows up and says, I've rented a car.
No, he said, I got to rent a car. He ready to rent a car. He said, I'm going to go rent a car. I'll be back later.
So you knew that the story, the first version, is that you're coming up here to rob somebody, he's going to go rent a car.
Yeah.
But it changed to murder
Mm-hmm.
before or after he rented the car.
No, before he rented the car. Remember, we was in the house speaking about it.
I just got to be down, I got to get it off.
I didn't want you to get me confused and throw me back and forth.
Exactly. I'm not trying to.
So I'm going to be straight up.
Detective Isom, do you care if I might ask a question that I think may help? Not right now. I just
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, I'm fine right now.
And I definitely want him to go through the whole story, but I'm afraid if we get too far down the road,
I get
it's
it.
the fact that
I agree.
that's all.
When
I
things
hate
don't
it.
make sense or add up, we got to stop and get to it. Okay. How long was it? You said you initially thought that this was going to be a robbery. What gave you that idea? Why did you think it was going to be a robbery?
I'm a jack boy.
Okay.
So I rob drug dealers.
Okay. So he was talking in terms of a job in Tallahassee.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
I'm thinking we finna go, okay, boom. But then he's like, man, it's not that. I'm finna go kill somebody. We're gonna get hired.
Okay. And this was before he went and rented the car.
Before he rented the car.
Okay. So when he got the car, it was either in his name or somebody else's name.
I don't know whose name was it, but he came with the car he came up the door with the car to my homegirl's house. I was there drinking that night. I jumped in the car, went home.
What kind of car was it?
It was like a black Nissan.
Okay.
It was a Nissan.
And what date was this, as best as you remember?
I don't remember the date, man.
Will you remember the month and the year?
The one had to be like either June or July.
Okay.
The year was 2014.
Okay. And he showed you a picture of Markel
Markel.
and said y'all were gonna go kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, were you the one that he was intending to go do the murder, or why were you even involved?
Because he told me he trusts me. He said, I trust you, and you're the only one I trust.
But were you the one he was hiring to do the murder? Because I don't understand why you need two people to commit a murder.
They were hiring him.
Okay.
They were hiring him. They were not hiring me. They were hiring him. He said he's going to pay me to go with him because he didn't want to go by himself.
Okay.
Was Rochelle present when you discussed this with him?
No, nobody. It was just me and him.
But it was at Rochelle's house.
No, it was my house.
Okay.
He picked me up in Rochelle's house. I was drinking.
Yeah.
Hey, where you at? I said, I'm over here in Rochelle's house. Come slide through and pick me up. So when he picked me up, I said, all right, let's go to my house. I'm finna go change. He said, I had on shorts. So I put on long pants and a long sleeve. I said, all right, let's ride. Got in the car and he drove. I was passing side. I was rolling a blunt. And we drove. I was drinking the whole night going that way. And I said, when we got to Tallahassee, that way we need to rent the hotel.
Hold on right there. Hold on. Not you too far. Where was Rochelle living at the time that he picked you up?
By my house, right, like a block away from my house on 135th on 16.
Okay. On 132.
135th on 16.
You know
I'm
what time you left? Okay. Do you know what time you left?
Like 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock at night.
At night.
Yeah.
Y'all drove through the night.
Yeah.
All the way through the night. You got here the next morning.
I got here like 6, 5 o'clock in the morning. I believe it was an 8-hour drive.
Okay. Y'all stop anywhere on the way?
Yeah, we stopped in like on a rest, like the rest area. Stopped there, take a piss and keep on driving. That's
Okay.
about it.
Y'all get
Got
gas
gas,
anywhere?
yeah. We got gas and kept going.
How you pay for the gas?
Cash.
All cash.
Yeah, cash. They gave him like $5 grand, $2,000 in his pocket, and we kept it. We came up here and rented a hotel cash.
What was the hotel? You remember?
I forgot the name of the hotel.
When you drove was fine, you
Yeah.
saw it, and you said that's the first place
That
you
was the
stayed at?
first hotel I took you to. That one.
Okay.
I stayed there twice. Came up here.
Okay, I don't want to jump ahead of y'all. So at some time you meet some other people while you're up here.
Yeah. First we met some guy that night. He rented a hotel.
Was he a black gentleman?
Yeah, it was a crackhead.
Okay.
He was
Just tell us about him. Tell us how that happened.
Yeah, security pulled up. Hey man, what's up, man? I ain't got no ID, man. You do me a favor, rent the hotel. I'll give you $20. Yeah. I'll take $20 right now. So he went, gave him $20, went to the hotel. We stayed there that night. I think the room was 110 or 109.
Were y'all doing drugs in the room?
And just to make sure, just want to make sure this is on record, 110 or 109, he's already driven us by, and that is the budget in on Wadsworth of Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah, when I got to the room with the drugs, we had powder, we had beer, but we had a bottle. We had a bottle in the pocket, we was drinking. We had a bottle, we was chilling all night. I probably went to sleep at around 3. I woke up around 7 that morning. I think it was 7 o'clock the next morning. But when we got there by that time, we slept for a little bit. We check out was at 11. We leave. Went by Markel's house. Went around him. Went straight to his house. I parked by the park like I showed you. I parked there for a little bit to see who's gonna come out. When he came, I seen the car. I know when I scoped the car. I'm like, yo, that's that guy right there. I seen a white man in the car. He's like, yeah, that's him. Let's follow him. So we followed him all the way to the school. He got the kid off. Boom. I lost him. I guess he was going to the gym in that morning, but
How do you know what kind of car he's driving?
because Fredo told me the car.
You think Fredo told you the car?
He said he got a black Nissan.
Okay.
No tints. You will see it. Because I hear he showed me the picture.
So Fredo supplied you a picture of Markel, which is the target,
Yes, sir.
and has also told you a type of car that he drives.
Yes, sir.
Does he tell you where that information came from?
No, sir. He just showed me a piece of paper with his name, and I believe that paper had that address. But I remember seeing his face, and so the paper had the address.
Was it typed or was it handwritten?
No, it's like that.
Typed?
When he said it was a Nissan, did he say it was a Nissan or did he say it was a black 4-door or 2-door?
No, he told me it was 4-door Nissan,
Okay.
just like the car we had, but just in black.
Okay.
back up a little bit further. You said they gave him $5,000. Tell us about that. What did he say? Where did he get the money from?
Oh, he said he got the money from the lady. He still haven't told me her name yet. He said, I got the money from the lady. Well, his wife gave him the money. So Katie gave him the money. But he told me about the lady. He told me, yo, the lady got the money. She's going to pay us. So, all this driving around and talking to him about the money, I told him, we should just go rob her. That was my intention. Fuck this guy. I don't got nothing against that guy. I don't even know that guy. Especially after he told me about what was it for the 2 kids. Because I asked him, why are you going to kill this guy? Because the lady wants her 2 kids back. She wants full custody of them kids. Because he had all the custody. That was the plan. That was the deal. That's what I went to go kill that man for.
And how did Tudo know all this?
Katie, I guess Katie told him everything. Katie told him everything. And then that.
But you're just guessing that. You don't know that for sure. Do you?
No, that's for sure. For sure, Katie told him everything.
Right. How do you know that? How do you know Katie?
Because he stayed talking to Katie on the phone. Hey, babe, what's going on? Hey, the lady's gonna have. You sure she's gonna have the money on time? Tell her don't play with her because we'll go show up in her house. Tell her she better have that fucking money. And he always kept telling her that.
Because when you went on this trip, were you with Tudo the whole time? Did y'all separate? Y'all were in the same car? Y'all stay in the same hotel room?
Never separated. Stay in the same hotel, different beds.
You were always with him?
Yeah.
So when he talked to Katie, you could hear him talking to Katie?
Of course.
And you knew it was Katie?
I'm right there, right?
Did you know it was? Did you know it was Katie because of what he was saying, or could you actually hear her voice?
It's Katie. I can hear her voice.
And you had heard it before?
Yeah, I can hear Katie's voice. That's Katie.
How many years have you known Katie?
I know Tudo my whole life. Katie, I probably like 5, 6 years, 7 years around. I don't know. Katie, I just met her because of Superado. But I know Katie maybe they've been together for 10 years? About that same time. And they've been together however long they've been together. I think it's 10 years. How long I know her. That's how long I know her.
Lewis, was there any coke usage in the hotel that night?
Yeah, every day it was cool.
But I'm talking about that night when you said some crackhead signed for the room.
Mm-hmm.
Was that guy also bringing drugs to you all, or just a crackhead?
Not him. He just went to the hotel.
Okay. Was there
I
any
never
other
seen him
people?
again.
Was there any other people you met that night?
That night, it was the next night. The next day.
Night. Okay.
I stayed there for 3 days.
Okay. I'm sorry, Jim. I just wanted
I
to.
stayed there for 3 days.
You're catching up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was the next day. We met a guy in I think it was a gray blue Chevy photo. He was in the back trying to serve some people up. So we spotted him. I said, man, go ask that guy whether he bet you he got the coke. So I asked him, man, what's up? You can give me some coke? Yeah. Man, we need a 40. Well, we got it. We kept buying for him. That same night, we were just hanging out. We were just doing coke, hanging out. When I came back, every time I came back, we meet up with this guy.
Every time you came back.
Every time.
How'd you meet up with him?
She probably had his number. We found him one time driving when we came up here on the Prius. That day that he shot the fucking Prius, we seen him that same day, maybe half an hour before that happened. Well, that's where we bumped into him. And we asked him, hey, what's up, man? We need some pot. And we'll follow him somewhere to go to some coke. He was with a group of people. He said, all right, let me go drop these people off and then we go over there. After we followed him, that's when he shot the car and we had that mechanical problem in the car.
Who shot the car?
Garcia.
We'll have to get to that. That's not the same day that you first got there, right?
No,
Let's try to. I know it's a lot.
That same night, I was just up here scoping him out. We ain't do nothing. Came out here following him for 2 days. After that, like that Friday, we were gone. We was here from Wednesday to Friday the most. I was gone. That's it. I just came out here, scoped him out. We see what he was about, where he go, what his routes. But every time he go to the daycare, I lose him because he used to take so long. So I'm like, man, this guy never comes back out. And then when I go drive back, the car was never there.
Okay.
So we ended up going back to the hotel and hanging out, and we were partying. We was out here partying. Then we'll do the same thing the next morning. We'll wake up and try to follow him all over again to the same daycare. That's all. We already knew where he lived. We also used to following this guy. I said, why you keep following the guy if you know where he lived?
You're in the passenger seat?
Yeah, I'm in the passenger seat at that time. You know, he was following. I didn't drive the first night. That's it. That night was over. That's a done deal night. The night that I came up in the car, that's when everything happened.
Okay.
I drove.
Let's don't get to that yet. Hold on a second. We still need to get through that first trip. He tells you what it's about, and he shows you this picture, and you're getting this information on the way up, and while you're already here, or he already has the full story, he's double checking with her on the phone.
He told me the story already in the house. It was just me and him in the house. So he told me everything.
That the guy has 2 kids, and the woman wants the kids back.
Yes.
Does he say the woman's name then?
Not at all.
Okay, and does he say anything? Does he bring?
This lady's gonna hire me, but I want you to go with me. Then I hired. They weren't hiring me. They were hiring him.
Right.
She said, "I'm gonna break you off. I give you 35 grand."
Okay.
I said, "All right, for the drive." I said, "All right, fuck it, I'll take the drive."
So you're just back up.
I'm just back up, just driving.
Okay.
That was the whole deal. I'm just driving.
So he's saying Katie is the person between the woman that wants this done.
Katie's the one in the middle doing everything. Put it like that.
Okay. And that's what he tells you.
Mhm.
Okay. And so then you hear her over the phone, because you don't meet with her before y'all leave.
I never met her.
Okay. And you hear her over the phone, and you told Mr. Collins just now that you're sitting as close as you two were,
Yeah, they did.
and you can hear and recognize her voice.
Of course.
And she is saying specifically what? When he's talking to her, what? Just give me an idea what he's saying.
Oh, when he's talking, she like, yo, get up there quick. You know, make sure you do everything right. Don't do nothing stupid. Look at the house. You know, you got the paper. I know you have, he had the paper.
Where did the paper come from?
Yeah, I can't tell you what the paper.
That's fine. That's fine. If you can't tell us, that's
I
fine.
can't tell you. I know he had the paper. He showed me the paper, so I don't know where the paper come from. But I just like I tell you, it's black and white like that. But I can hear it saying, you know, make sure everything gets done right, and you're done. Call me. Boom. It was like maybe like a 2-3 seconds conversation. Hung up. He said, "Man, you ready?" I said, "Man, I'm been ready. Let's go. Let's ride." All right, we drove. We drove the whole time up there. He talked to her once, you know. She told him, "Don't be calling me so much.
She said
Just
that.
call me when you finish." She thought it was gonna happen that same night that we went up there,
First trip.
the first trip. I didn't let that shit happen. I'm like, man, I ain't doing shit. I was still, you know, like, what the fuck? You know, I can't. My mind was like, for some kids, we want to kill this guy for some fucking kids. Are you serious? Why can't she just get full custody?
Louis,
Yeah.
were you hired by Garcia to do the job?
Yeah, Garcia paid me.
I know, but were you just a ride along, or were you actually going to be the trigger man?
No,
I don't know why
I'm
he
just-
paid you so much money for a ride.
I was just a ride along. He goes, "Come with me," and then as we're going, at one point he tells me, "You know, you should go in there and kill him." I said, "Nah, dog."
Louis, if the truth is that
That's
you were
true. I
hired.
told you. I'm not gonna change the story. I
Okay.
told him the story. He asked me, "You know what? You should go in there and kill him. You should go in the house." I'm not going. Like, you know,
Why would he want you to go in and kill him? Does he believe you've killed people in the past?
that's what he thinks.
Have you ever killed anybody in the past?
Never in my life, sir.
You know you're under oath.
Yeah, never in my life. You put my hands up. Never in my life kill nobody.
Okay.
I beat people with bats here with sticks and shit like that.
But you had mentioned before that the first trip was the intent that you were going to do the shooting.
Yeah. He thought I was gonna do a shooting trip. I wouldn't have enough balls to fucking shoot somebody for some kids, man. So I didn't do it. So
But maybe what about for $30-some thousand?
I still wouldn't. I couldn't do it. I didn't even grab the gun. That's like
But-
crazy.
But you had the gun the first time. The gun came from you or
Yeah,
from
the gun came from me.
the first trip?
I gave him the gun. He grabbed it. He cleaned it up with alcohol, cleaned it up, and he held it the whole time.
But the first trip,
Oh, the first trip I had the gun in the hotel.
right? The first trip, you supplied the gun.
Yeah, I supplied the gun.
Okay. The second trip, did you supply the gun?
Yes, the same gun.
Describe the gun the first trip. I'm not trying to confuse you. I'm confused.
Yeah, and it happened.
Okay.
It's a 38 Smith & Wesson short nose. The same gun we came up with. The same gun we came up the first time. We came up with two guns.
Came up with 2 guns?
Yes.
Last time we were talking, I meant to tell you, but you had 20 minutes, and I'm like, I told Chuck, man, I gotta tell him. I don't want to make no mistake.
No.
Came up with 2 guns. There's a blue steel, long nose, Taurus, and a 38.
Who had what?
There was 2 guns.
You had them both? Who had them?
No, both was in a car stash.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm gonna keep one because you never know what's gonna happen. I really didn't trust her. I said, I don't know if he was gonna fucking kill me. If he was a kid, this guy gonna kill me. So I was prepared for whatever.
You grew up with this guy. He's not gonna kill you.
Man, you go kill somebody and then you drugged up, man, and then you shoot the fucking car.
Oh well, that's true. He did shoot the car. So all right.
Yeah.
Come on,
All right.
shit.
Well, I forgot about that part. I mean, I don't know. Would he intentionally shoot you?
Maybe he'd be like, you know, I killed this guy. This guy might snitch on me. Boom, let me kill him too. Let me get him out the way and let me steal all the money.
I've seen that before. Okay. So the blue steel, long nose,
Long nose blue steels. It was Taurus.
Taurus 38,
And 38 Smith & Wesson was the black one.
short.
Short nose. That's the one.
Can we take a short break just for a second? And we're not going anywhere. I just want to go off the record for a second if we can. It's all right.
Yeah.
I'll have
You're
to.
in?
What?
What do you mean?
Oh, okay. All right. No, it's okay. We don't need to. It's not that important. But
Okay. So short nose, 38, Smith & Wesson. What color?
Black.
Okay. 038 caliber.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You supplied both of these guns?
No, just one.
Which
The
gun
blue
did you
steel
supply?
is the long nose blue steel Taurus is Garcia's gun.
Where'd he get it?
I don't know. That's his gun.
Okay. So that's his gun.
That was his
The
gun.
blue steel, long nose, he
Yes.
brought.
I support the short nose black 38.
But the blue steel, long nose, longer barrel,
He brought.
Taurus, Garcia brought, and you don't know where he got it from. Okay.
is that a 9? The Taurus is a 9mm?
No, 38.
38.
Okay.
38.
All right. You brought the 38 black short nose Smith & Wesson.
Yes, sir.
Where'd you get that gun?
From a neighborhood from Black Boy that I know.
A neighborhood black boy that you know?
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know his name.
How long before did you? How long did you get it before? When did you get it? In a week before, the day before, the day of that you took the trip?
When he told me, he said he needed. When he told me, he said I needed a 38 revolver. Cause he had showed me the blue stem, and that's a big gun. What the hell? Shit, you trying to blow somebody's brain? Are you crazy? He like, yeah, they find me a 38 small one. I said, you know what? I think I know where to get one. Cause I remember somebody trying to sell one around the neighborhood. So when I seen the black boy on the trailer park, I said, man, what's up, man? You still got that gun for sale? He's like, yeah. I said, man, I give you $150 for it. So I gave him $150 and got the gun.
This was what day before you took the trip?
Let me see. The day he told me. Yeah, when you went to go rent a car, I got it the same day. When he went to go rent the car, I said, by the time you come back, I should have it in my hand. Cause when I picked it up, I had it on me. I was in Michelle's house drinking, and I called. He like, when I got to my house, he like, man, you get that? I'm like, nah, I ain't get it. I was playing, like, I ain't get it. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I got it. I took it on the hill. When I gave it to him, like, all right, we cleaned it real good. Like, I'm gonna clean it that way you don't have your fingerprints on it. He cleaned it with alcohol and a bandana. And we took it. All right, we're going. He said, I said, you gonna take both of them? You want to take both of them? Yeah, I take both of them. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, take both. So we took both of them up here.
You don't know the guy's name that you got the gun from?
No, it was just a neighborhood kid that he was selling, a young kid too. And they had to be real young, like 18, 19.
Does the gun come with bullets, or you had to go buy
No,
bullets?
I had to get bullets.
Where do you get the bullets?
I think I have bullets already. Yeah. You know, we went to the store. Matter of fact, I did. I went to the store. 117 on Biscayne. 117, 112 on Biscayne. It's a gun store. Went in there and bought the 38.
117 or 112?
Yeah, between
Oh, between those two.
them two.
Okay.
I'm just giving you
Right.
like an address right around there on Biscayne.
What neighborhood?
Biscayne.
I understand.
Never mind.
Okay.
Everything is by my hood.
Remember what kind of store? The name
A
of
gun
it?
store. No, it's the only gun store right there. It's the only gun store.
That's how it is,
Matter of
just
fact,
a gun store.
it's right next to where we rent the car at,
Where you rented which car?
the Prius.
Okay.
I rent the Prius. It's right next door to it. Maybe a little further down.
Who went to the gun store?
I walk in there.
By yourself?
Yeah, because I used to box, and the shirt that I had on, it says PL Police Department Boxing Gym, and I walked in there because I just came out the gym and had that shirt, walked in there, and they can't even ask me for ID. I said, yeah, I need some bullets. What you need? I said, no, 38. Grab them and left.
He didn't go with you?
Oh, he was outside the car.
He's outside in the car.
Yeah, he's outside the car. He's in
This
the back.
was the day before, the day of you're leaving?
The day before we left.
Two was outside in the car. He didn't go in the store.
He was in the back. He was in the back in the alley. I was in my Mercedes.
Cause he got, you buy for him too, or he already had bullets?
No, I bought it for him. Man. Bought it for me.
No, I know that. I mean, I'm saying you bought bullets for both guns, really,
Yeah, it was like 12 little bullets. There was 6 and 6 in each gun.
right? But did you buy just 12?
Just 12.
You can buy individual 12 bullets.
Yeah, individual 12 bullets. You buy a single.
Like cigarettes. Okay.
You can go in there and buy a single because they say y'all type of single, whatever you need. They're 15 for $20. You know, shit like that.
Now, do these,
Interesting gun store.
these stores probably don't follow the rules, and they should have records of selling ammunition, shouldn't they? Maybe not.
I said,
Maybe
about it, man. I don't give a fuck who you is.
This Tudo's, I mean, this is Lewis's neighborhood. He knows.
Anybody can walk in there and get it, man. They ain't gonna ask for my ID. I'm trying to ask for ID if you're trying to buy a gun. That's it.
So now the only thing that I feel like is lacking is the $5,000 that you brought up.
That they gave him? That's what you're talking about?
Did you give somebody $5,000?
Oh, if I get somebody
You
$5,000,
said
yes.
they gave him.
I when I got paid.
Okay,
Okay,
all right. You said 5,000 just a minute ago from Katie.
Coming up.
Oh no, when we're coming up this way, he had money. I said, yo, how much money you got? I think he's like $5,000. Like that, I give you that much money to take a ride? Yeah, let's go. And then gave me 500. He's like, hold this, just in case I run out. I know he's gonna run out because he's gonna buy everything in cold. So I said, yeah, let me hold the money for him. We went up here. I'm telling you, right in this way, we stopped in a couple of stores, we put gas. I think $30 in gas, and then 30. Came up here, we put more gas. Bought some drugs. We bought a bunch of little bottles. We're just hanging out with it, partying the whole night. Rent the hotel, get a guy $20. He bought like $100. They $20 worth of coke off that black guy. Just buying shit all day. I knew he'll run out. The only thing I remember him having maybe $600 left in his pocket, all that money. Like, you have that much money left? Like, come on, man.
So this first trip, do you know where the $5,000 came from?
Katie gave it in.
He said that?
Yeah, I'm like, who gave you the money? Like, my wife gave me the money because the other lady gave her the money to give to him. They're like, look, this is just to let you know that I'm real. Like, I'm honest about what I'm gonna give you. Like saying, you roll out. Then the next trip is when he had like $2,000, and he gave me $200 out of that shit. Kept it in my pocket. He ran out and I had to use my $200.
Cool, I think he had some.
Are you doing that? Okay. So we are coming up on that first trip. It might be hard to think back, but how many cell phones did y'all have?
I always kept my two out. I have 2 phones.
You had 2 phones that first trip you came up?
Yeah, always. First trip, second trip, my whole fucking life.
Okay. Do you remember what the numbers were on the first 2 phones?
On my phone. Jessica, no. She gotta have it. I don't know if I remember, it was 290. I can't remember the number. Jessica, no, she knows. She probably has it on the phone. I don't remember the number.
Okay.
But I know he had a throwaway phone.
Just one?
Yeah, he had 1 phone. He had a throwaway phone.
How did you communicate with
Katie,
Katie?
with her phone.
Did you call her straight up on the number? Did you have any apps he was using? Did you have anything special?
I was from, I think they both had throwaways. I don't know what phone she had, but I know the second trip, I remember her calling her from her, using her phone. because I know her number. I know her number. So I remember that. But the first trip, I think that I thought, I know for sure you had a little black phone.
How would you see or come into knowledge of her number if she wasn't calling you? How would you know that her number would call on the second trip if she wasn't calling you?
The second trip, now she ain't calling me, she calling him.
All right.
But I can hear her voice. I know Katie's voice. I hear her voice. And it's, but the phone wouldn't have no names on it. So when she called, you can see the number.
And you saw it.
Yeah, I seen Katie's number. I know Katie's number by heart. I just remember. I was thinking about her number last night. Can't think about the numbers and shit.
Do you remember it now?
I think the last phone number was 1612. 1612, something around there. That's her number. But I know Katie's voice, I'm 100% sure she was in this the whole time. And I know because I heard her voice and she gave Garcia the money to come up here. And she called me after the murder the next day with Garcia. Did y'all want the money? Find that nigga. I had somebody else go pick them up. He ought to go pick them up for me. And that's under the truth, man. I ain't gonna say a fucking lie, bullshit, none of y'all. I don't gotta say lie about nothing. If I want to, I can just want straight try and fuck everything. I don't want to
That's the truth. That's it. I guess where you at?
Well, okay, so you come up here, you go to the hotel, you stay there, Cracker gets you to the room, registers for you, y'all stay there 2 or 3 nights, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Same room, 109, 110, or 110.
One of them, I think it was 110. I'm not even sure, but one of them, I'll show you the room that I was in, between 1 and 2.
You go to the house, you already know where the house is. Did y'all have to use a map to get to the house? Or did he drive straight to the house?
We drove to come to his house. We stopped one time and the guy like, man, I can't remember how to get to Tallahassee. I remember we grabbed the map real quick and like, okay, it's over here. Fuck, I don't need this. Threw it away and we drove straight away. Once we got over here, we went straight to his house.
You're saying to get to Tallahassee, you had to get a paper map.
Yeah, because he's like, I can't remember, because he was drunk. He's like, man, I remember. So we stopped in a gas station. He bought a map real quick, looked at the map. He's like, all right, I don't need it. Boom. That thing threw it in the glove department. Like, all right, I know where we at. And he kept driving. So when we got down here, we went straight to the house.
So he didn't need any help getting to his house from the motel.
He didn't have to pull a paper out no more, look at my address, he already knew everything.
And that's when y'all parked down there on the it's the south side of Benton Road.
2116 his house. That's Markel's number.
How do you know that?
Because I remember when I passed with y'all the other day.
Oh, okay. All right, so.
But I remember the first time when I passed by, I looked at the numbers, but I couldn't remember. So that's why when I try to go back around, if I can look at the house, I was looking at the numbers, freaking hit my mind. So I remember,
So he parked in that park where you had to stop?
Yes, sir.
And faced towards the street so you could see him coming out of his road?
The same way we pulled in, hotel was still we watched.
And then y'all followed him, you said, to the daycare.
To the daycare.
We're on the first trip still.
The first trip. The
And
first
he's
trip,
driving.
the second trip, we followed him to the daycare.
Y'all did the same pattern.
Yeah, same pattern.
So he follows him and they go to the daycare. And does he park over there to wait?
Yeah, we parked like, when I was talking about it last time, which I can't remember, we parked like in the corner, waiting until him to come, but I never seen him come out. I'm like, yo, this guy's not coming. So we always lost him, because I guess when he come out, he hit the right and go that way towards like the general. But never came back, so that we would leave. The first night was up here, we left, we ended up going to Hooters. We ate some chicken wings, drank beer like crazy. Went back to the hotel, did pot and drank, just hanged out. Like the first week was out here, which was for 3 days. We just closed them out for 2 days. And that's it.
What caused you to leave town? Why did you give up and just go back home?
Me personally, I told him, listen, man, I don't think this is gonna be worth it. That day, I'm like, this is not worth it, man. We should just get out of here. I don't think it's bad. I like think about it, man. And I gotta do it in the morning, this and that. I'm like, all right, man, whatever. But we left, and then About like a month later, the second trip, you know, man, I gotta do this, man. I gotta do this. So I just, you know, that day he told me that I thought about it all day. Like, where the fuck this nigga's tripping? And it's all because of Katie, man. Like, she had him crazy. You know, she'll go cheat on him, and I guess she told him, if you want me back, you gotta go do this shit. Because when we came back a week later, they were together again. Like, we went to the park. We seen a pocket fight at my brother's house. Everybody was hanging out. You know, it was crazy. So I'm like, she had them all messed up. She had them all confused. So
Were you in any, were you present in any of those conversations when she says, if you want me or want me back or anything like that, you got to do this?
no, but me talking to him, he's like try to say something. But I know my friend. I grew up since he was 5 years old. I'm like, all right, dog, let's go, man. I really know why you're doing this for. You're doing this because of your stupid ass wife. Let's go. So I went with him. But it's all her. It's all fucking Katie's fault. We're in this shit, man.
So they weren't together during this time? During the time of the murder? Where was he living at?
He was living in Biscayne 186 between Miami Beach and Biscayne.
In a house, apartment?
Apartment.
Was he living with anybody?
He was with, at that time, it was, Hibaro was staying with him. Anthony was staying there because she'll go drop the kids off and Garcia leave, go get fucked up, go to Shrimp's house, then Shrimp's house and leave the kids with Hibaro.
And who was Shrimp?
Hmm?
Who was Shrimp?
Tati, I call her Tati. I think her name was Tati. But I just call her Shrimp. That was like his girlfriend.
His girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she'll go harass him. Every time he was over there, she'll go pass by, drive by. Oh, motherfucker, I see you. Throw pictures of the house into his phone. Like, you fucking this guy, and then you over here harassing my dog. My dog live his life. And do you? Because he was showing me the pictures. Man, look what this girl does. I'm like, and you like it, and you love it. So what's the use? Because you'll be one day with Shrimp, and then you'll go one night, spend one night with Katie. Then she'll kick your ass out the house, and she'll go with this guy. Come on, man. Like, she had him so messed up that he was drinking every day. Every day he would drink, every day he would do coke. There wasn't not one day that passed by without that man drinking and doing coke.
He's messed up. Where was she living at?
That time, I don't know, I think it was in Miami Beach. Was she still living in Miami Beach? I think she was still living in Miami Beach. Oh, tell her the last time. I think she was still living in Miami Beach. I can't remember where she was staying at.
It's all right.
But I know after the money and all that shit, she moved where she's at now. Trying to get a better place. Then he moved in with her for a little bit. Then I went over there and spoiled the party. Tell me, fuck that, let's go. Look at her getting dressed. She leave me in the house and she's leaving. Let's leave. And we left and he never came back. But he'll come late night, sneak in. Because you're either gonna leave her or you're gonna be with her. Like, she got your head all messed up. She made you go do this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying she really didn't give a fuck. Because she made you do something that you weren't even supposed to do, man. That's your wife, and she's supposed to take care of that. You know, I used to tell her stuff like that. And I got into an argument. I argued with him a couple of times. Like the first night we came down, I argued with him back in my alley. I'm like, man, fuck this. We argued whenever he left. Then he called me, and then we met up, went to the bar. And I'm like, I was frustrated. I even woke up one day, I was in my house drinking. I ain't tell you this though. I was in my house drinking one day, and I was so mad. I was thinking about the murder. And it was just hitting me. And then he came to my house. Jessica called him, yo, come over here, calm this nigga down. I don't know what's wrong with him. He came and told me, chill out, man. Stop thinking about that shit. I said, man, I ain't even that, man. Like, I ain't do it. How the fuck can you walk around here like that? Something that you did and you got here, like everything is all right. I couldn't sleep. Keep thinking about that, man, and my kids. It really hurted me, man. It really do.
When you all didn't do anything the first time, did anybody call when you're heading back to Miami, or what's the first indication is?
He was talking to her. I know he kept talking to her on the phone. The first ride, he talked to her a lot. I know he did. He kept talking to her. I kept telling him, get off the phone, bro. Like, keep talking to her. Nothing to talk about. When you get down there, you talk to her personally. You don't need to be on the phone. I told him, I said, you're going to get caught. I told him just like that. I said, that's how we're gonna get caught. You on this phone. You talk too much, especially when you're drunk. You speak too much. But he always kept talking. Every time she would call me, that she go again. Oh God.
But did he call her when y'all were on the way back? You decided abort the mission. You're not going to do it. You're not going to kill the guy this time.
Yeah, the first night, yeah, he called. He like, oh, nothing happened. We'll probably come back, but nothing happened today. Like, fuck it, this shit is sour. It's not, we couldn't even find the guy. We followed him. We kicked. Every time we go to his house, I couldn't tell if he was in his house or not because his car go under the garage. So we could never know if he was there or not.
Did you ever hear a conversation between him and her, or was anybody questioning why y'all didn't do it?
No. Ain't nobody questioning us. Ain't nobody gonna question me. Ain't nobody even. I think that they didn't even know I was going on the ride unless the only one that knew was Katie. She knew I was in that car.
How did she know that?
Because he told her. He told her, I'm going with Tato. They call me Tato. So I think I'm going with Tato. So I said, I asked him who knows. He was not just Katie. I said, that lady knows I'm in the car. He's like, nobody knows, just Katie. But in my instance, I didn't trust him that day. I'm like, somebody else got to know. Because if you told Katie, Katie had to tell that lady. Because, that day that they murdered, when I seen Wendy, that's when I asked him, who's that lady? And he said, that's Wendy. I remember her clear as day with them 2 boys.
When you all get back to Miami, you just go drive straight back to Miami?
Yeah, straight to Miami.
And where do you go from there when you get there with the car?
What car? Which one?
The car he's driving, the rental car.
Oh, the Nissan. I think he stayed with it for a couple of days. I think he stayed with it. We came back. When I come back, I will end up in Billy's. That's
You
my
what
spot.
now?
I go to Billy's Sport Bar. That's my spot. No matter what. No matter what I do, I'm always gonna end up right there. So I'm thinking I was there that night. I came back home. I came home. Yeah, we went to Billy's. It wasn't Billy's.
Was Katie there?
And Billy's? I don't think so.
Did you all go straight to Billy's, or did you go to Jessica's first and then Billy's?
No, I stopped at my house, take a shower, changed up, got dressed, and went to Billy's.
By yourself?
In my house, yeah, that was my house. He left. He went. I don't know if he went to see Katie or he went to Shrimp's house. So I said, look, I'm finna take a shower and relax. I'm gonna get some coke and then we ride. And he met me in Billy's because I went to Billy's in my car.
By yourself?
Yeah, I went to Billy's. It was me, my brother, and him. I don't know if Ricardo came with me. Don't know if I picked up Ricardo that day. I can't remember. Can't really remember that one. Someone seen a lot of But I always end up in Billy's. I go Billy's by myself, then everybody will meet us there.
Was there a discussion about not doing the hit?
Not at all.
There's no discussion at Billy's between you and Tudo?
Mm-mm.
So what was so at that point, was it just like, we're just not going to do this? Or was it, we're not going to do this now?
We didn't speak about it, so I figured like it was kind of dead. But then he told me, look, we got to go back.
The same night?
No, like I think a couple of days after, about 3 or 4 days, then we got to go back up there.
Is anybody wanting the rest of that $5,000 back?
He never told me about that money, if they wanted it back or not. But I know the money was paid, that he had to do it. I'll give you interest. You got to go, he got to go do it. But we never spoke. I never really spoke about this shit that much. Never spoke to him about it. Never came back and told him anything. When it happened, that day to me was dead. I buried it. The same day it happened, I buried that shit, never told nobody nothing. I stayed quiet with it. I never spoke to him about nothing, never told him nothing. But I know we came back. I remember him telling me we're gonna have to come back. And then we left, they wanted to come back and see what's gonna say. If we got to, we'll come back. But I really wasn't up to it. But we came back, everything happened.
Next trip, whatever.
I just want to back up just to hear you said a while ago when him and Katie always had him messed up and stuff. What was Katie doing? I mean, you said she was going to see somebody.
Oh, she go see the dentist.
Who's the dentist? Tell us about that.
I don't know his name. I don't know his name, but the only way I knew his name, I guess, I used to talk to my wife. She'd be like, she's with a dentist. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. I already knew she was fucking a dentist. He told me his name, but I couldn't remember. Right now, I remember his name because it just came to my mind. But at that point, he'd be like, this bitch over here cheating on me. We used to work together. We left the job one day. We left work. We went to a restaurant. And I we coming over here for it. Not because she's over here cheating on me with the thing that she's working with. I'm like, damn. And that was like the first time that he told me, like, I was fucked up. And you over here stuck in this hole. Like, come on, you're not an ugly guy, man. You gonna get whatever you want. Like, leave her, but I know he wanted to get the car and smash right through him. Like, yo, I'll get off the car if you gonna do all that stupid shit. If you want to run the car into that restaurant, I'll get off the car.
He was that jealous of him?
He was jealous, real jealous. He's real jealous about Kate. But
he didn't do that though, did he?
nah, of course not. I think I wouldn't even be here. I think he would have been in
I
jail.
mean, he never approached that dude or anything like that, right?
No,
Never did that.
never. Never. I know he told me that the guy looks like him a little bit. How the fuck the guy look like you, man? I know that's what he told me one time. He was drunk. I looked at him and I laughed. Like, you gotta be tripped for real. I remember him telling me that.
Okay. All right. So we move up in time. You said he's talked about going back down. Tell us what's the next thing that happened to make all that happen.
No, the next time he's like, we gotta come up here. So we came up. That's when I went to the Prius. We came up. We took the drive up here that night.
How much warning did you have that you're going to take this trip, or how much? He starts telling you.
He told me one time, and that's it. And then the time that he came, he told me that one time, yo, we gotta come up. And all right, whatever. I thought he was bullshit, so yeah, all right, whatever. He was drunk.
Because you're working.
Yeah,
You still have a job. You
Yeah,
don't have
I'm
a job
working.
anymore,
I'm
right?
working.
You helped him get a job way back when,
I
right?
helped him get a job. I gave him a
He's
job.
Is he still working there with you at this time?
No, I had to fire him because he was drunk in the job.
Okay. So he's not even
I'm
working.
still working. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. I ain't really afraid no more. That Wednesday when I get off work, he comes, like, man, we gotta go. Like, this nigga, in my mind, I ain't saying nothing. I'm like, he's serious about this shit. You know, so, all right. I said, what's up? What you want? He's like, we need to rent a car. I'm like, man, you better find somebody to rent a car. I'm not renting I'm not renting a car in my name. But there was nobody to find. I don't have no license, nobody. So I'm like, all right, let's go, man. I jumped in my car, I'm in Mercedes. Went over there, parked by the side, like the next block over. I jumped off. I said, here, where's my car? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay back here. He gave me the money. He gave me $250. I went inside.
$250?
$350.
$350.
I went inside. I said, man, I need a car. I said, I need a good car. He's gonna give me around to Orlando. I told the guy. Yeah, man, only when I got that little green car right there. I'm like, all right, that's fine. Cool. Gave him $350. Took the car, left. Followed him to my house. I took a shower. We left early. I think we left.
Louis, was there any discussions at that point, and you may have already said, about how much money you were going to get paid for taking this trip? I mean, are you just doing this out of friendship, or was there a certain amount of money that you expected to get? You already told us you didn't want to go. You didn't want to shoot anybody. What about the money?
I was really doing it because my best friend and I didn't want him to take nobody else and get him all fucked up.
Okay.
He told me, I'll give you 35 grand.
That was before you took the first trip.
That's before I took it.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I'm sorry for
That's all right.
interrupting. I just like to.
No, it's good for clarification.
Yes.
That he'd already been, my understanding, please correct me if I'm wrong, is you'd already settled that he was going to give you 30 and then give you an extra 5.
30 and then he's gonna give me an extra 5, but he gave me an extra 7. He gave me was 37.
Okay.
37.
But that's before even leaving the very first time.
Yeah, before even the first time.
And I believe it's your story, but I believe you said before something about you knew that the total amount equaled $100,000 or something.
Yeah.
Was that before you took the first trip?
Yeah, before he took the first trip, because he told me I'm gonna give you 30, but then he gave me 30. He gave me 37. He gave me 35 first, and then he gave me extra some money on top of it. So it was 37 in total. Then I asked him, how much you getting? He got like 40 something. So I said, how much Katie is getting? Well, she getting the rest. I'm like, hold up. I might be illiterate, but motherfucker, I can count money. 37 and 40 something, and the rest. Nah, she getting more than 50. She getting more than 60 something grand in her pocket. So I mean, there was more money because, me being in prison in Coleman, I'm hearing about her. Oh, she getting a new car. This guy getting a new car. And I'm like, man, how you getting all this if this nigga ain't working and she ain't doing shit but fucking his dentist? So the dentist buying her a car. She buying a car. She had already spent all his money. He don't have no money. He spent $5,000 on a Nissan Maxima. He spent $2,800 on a Monte Carlo. Bought the bike for, I think was $32 or $2,900. And the bike is we bought bikes, but ain't no 2016 bike. It's an old bike. My bike was a 03, and his was, I think, was a 97, but it was souped up. Our bike was all over souped up, and I paid for my bike was $2,300. That's it. But you know, all this money that he spent, if you come to add up, he ain't got much left. Then he rented the apartment, paid for the apartment for 6 months. That way he don't lose it because he don't have no job.
Paid for 6 months outright?
Yeah, he paid the rent for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? He told me I paid the rent. Then I come to the house, he got a big ass TV. I'm like, man, what are you doing big things? Where you getting this money from? Because I know you spend all your money. Like, I know you do, I know you spend. He like, man, I'm down to that 3. I remember him asking me, yo, let me hold some money. And I told him, man, I ain't got no money. I did. So I ain't got no money. I already knew what he wanted for. I was like, what you want? They had me for $20. I said, well, your time, now I'm finna get Coke. I said, why you gonna go buy Coke if I sell Coke? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you need Coke, I'll give it to you too. And nah, but you know, I don't want to just be like a Hoover and trying to ask you all the time. I just want my own shit. And I gave him Coke. I said, you do what you do, however you get your money. But I knew he could get his money.
You saw the TV in the new apartment and everything. That's well after the murder.
Yeah, right after the murder.
I mean, time had gone by for a while.
Time had gone by. Only been like about, say, like 6 months, 6, 7 months, 8 months. The money blew fast.
But you're saying what I'm hearing is, I know he already blew all his money, but somehow these things are still coming in.
Yeah, it's still coming in. Like, where it's coming? And then I remember asking him one time, what you did with your money? Oh, I stashed some of my money in Katie's car. I said, you stashed some money in Katie's car? And you think that girl won't look and clean her car and look and find it? He's like, nah, I stashed it real good, but I never asked him where he stashed it. He said he stashed it in the car. So I'm like, man, you was lying. And my mind, like, to me, he was lying to me because you kept getting money. You bought all these toys, man. You buying shit left and right. Your car, the Nissan broke down. You destroyed the car. You had to fix the transmission. You had to fix this. Like, fuck. The Monte Carlo you bought is an old school Monte Carlo. It needed work done to it. You know, you probably put $2 or $3 grand into it already.
After he bought it for 27?
I think he bought it for 27.
And the Nissan was 5?
The Nissan was $5,000.
And you said his bike was $3,200.
Yeah, like $3,200.
And you only spent $23 on yours?
Yeah, I only bought me a bike. I ain't buy nothing else. I bought Jessica the little raggedy ass Toyota for like $200-$300 for my best friend. And that's it.
And you said that she had time, right? You said something about somebody gave Katie a car?
When I was in prison.
Oh, okay, that was later on.
That's later on.
Okay, that's later on. Okay,
So I don't got nothing to do with none. I was just bringing like how y'all keep getting money, how y'all keep getting all this stuff.
So going back to when you're talking about, he wasn't working. Was Katie working? Do you know?
Yeah, she was working with the dentist, I believe. She was still working with him. She was still working with the dentist.
Okay.
So when he stashed his money in the car, what kind of car did she have at the time?
That same car she has, a Mitsubishi, whatever you want to call it, that SUV, the white one she has right now.
White SUV.
All right. So he says, "Hey, we need to go back. We have to go back. I'm going back." And the money's already been arranged from before. You're to make another trip. You're not going to get any. You're not going to get promised any more than what you originally promised, which is 30 plus 5 plus 2. So he basically says that you go to the rental car place, you get the Prius, you go drop your car off.
Yeah.
Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. And then what happens from there?
We took off. We came up here.
Same 2 guns?
No more. It was just one gun.
Okay, I thought both guns went both trips.
No, sir.
Just one?
Just one trip.
Short nose, long nose.
Short nose.
What happened to the long nose?
Probably left it home. I don't know what he did with the long nose.
You left it at home?
No, he probably left it in his house.
Okay.
I don't know what he did. I went to one gun.
Okay, so short gun, the one you got from the black guy in the neighborhood for $150.
Yes, sir.
All right. And you haven't shot up all the bullets yet? Nobody shot any either one of them? How do you even know it works?
Because he shot a hole through the fucking car.
That was an accident though. I'm talking about before he even left Miami.
Oh, no, he ain't even tested or nothing.
Nobody tested it.
Nobody tested it. It was tested in the car that day that he shot the hole through it.
Okay, so
That is it.
and we'll get to that in a second, but basically you saying that you bought the gun, never test fired it, he never test fired it,
Never.
but that's the only gun you're bringing this time.
That was the only gun we bought. Just one gun.
Okay.
The first trip was 2 guns. The second trip was 1 gun. That's it.
Okay, so you get in the Nissan, you're driving. I'm sorry,
Not a Nissan.
Prius. You rented it. You said something to them about he might drive it or no? Was he ever going to drive the Prius?
No. I drove. He drove for a little bit. The night we left, he drove. He took off. But then he was drunk. Like, you know what, man, you should drive because if we get pulled over, this car's not under my name, it's under your name. So I'm like, you know what, you're right. But then I tell him, I'm in probation, man. If we get pulled over, I'm going to go to jail.
You're saying that to him?
To him. And we get pulled over.
Okay.
So the day we get pulled over, the officer grabbed my license, came back, gave me a ticket, like, slow down, put the seatbelt. Gave me a speeding ticket. And then I looked at it first. See, I told him, this motherfucker didn't take me to jail.
So you got a ticket in the Prius
In the Prius.
on the second trip,
On the second trip.
on the way up here. You have any idea what town you were near or what road you were on or?
Man, I know. Keep going with these towns. You know, I don't know. I'm not good with these towns.
I know.
The only thing I can probably just say, I keep saying Gainesville, because that's like, every time I pack, I'm like, yo, are we close? Every time I just see, because they had a G on it, I'm saying, yo, we close? He's like, yeah, we like back in like an hour away from Tallahassee. Something like that. I'm like, all right. But by that time, that's when I got pulled over.
But you weren't in Miami. You weren't in Tallahassee. So were you on the interstate, you think?
Yeah, I was good. I asked him, because when we got pulled over, I'm like, yo, how long from here where we get pulled over to Tallahassee? He's like, we got maybe like an hour or 2 hours the most. The top was 2 hours. So I'm like, all right. Because I'm not trying to get pulled over. I know if I get pulled over again, fuck. But when we get pulled over, I tell him, yo, this is a sign, man. We should just turn around. He's like, nah, man, fuck that. We up here. So we drove to Tallahassee. That's when everything happened.
Okay. So you get to Tallahassee. He knows where he's going. You didn't drive the first time. So he knows where he's going.
You know, everything. When I'm driving, he's telling me where to go.
Y'all end up at the same hotel?
Same hotel. Same hotel.
109 or 110?
Yeah, same room and everything.
Okay. And from that point, what do? You start doing coke and stuff again, or?
Yeah, we started drinking, doing cool. But I barely can sleep.
What time did you get here to Tallahassee?
Oh, damn. Had to be like, we left early that day, right? I think we left early that day. We got up here like around 11 o'clock at night. Let me see like 11.
Okay.
11 o'clock. Somewhere around there. I'm never give you the time and then maybe I fucked up.
Is he talking to anybody on the phone on the way up?
No. No, he was in the coat. He didn't really talk to nobody on the way up. If he did, I can't remember right now if he did. But the only person he's going to talk to is going to be Katie. He won't call nobody else.
Okay.
The only person he talked to is Katie.
Okay. So you're at the hotel. You got the gun in the room?
The gun was in the car.
Okay.
The gun was in the car the whole night. Stayed in the car.
Okay.
The only time the gun was in the hotel was the first trip.
Okay.
So the gun was in the car. Wake up. I'm gonna sleep maybe like around 2:30. 2:30 on that night.
In the afternoon?
In the morning. Cause we got there at 10 o'clock at night. 10 to 11 o'clock at night. Went to the hotel. We're hanging out. We're just chilling. I said, man, I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta get rest. Cause if you're gonna have me watch this guy fucking all day tomorrow, I gotta get rest. So I try to fall asleep. He was still awake doing coke. I went to sleep. The next day, it was Thursday. The next day we drove around there. I ran around the block. Going around the block to the other park behind his house. He said, pull in here real quick. Let me go see if he's home. So we pulled in. He walked over there. He looked, came back. He like, go around the house. He said he seen something, but he wasn't too sure if it was somebody. So when I go around the front of the house, that I come back like this. So I'm driving this way. Wendy's walking this way with the two kids. So I'm driving. Before I get to the bump, I'm looking to my rearview mirror and I ask Garcia, man, what's up with this lady? Why's she looking so much? She's like, oh, that's that lady. That's Wendy. I'm like, oh, that's her name. I said, what? So, you know, I'm like, okay, I seen the two kids. I said, what's she doing up here? What is she doing up here? Oh no, she can't make sure that everything's all right because he's leaving out of town tomorrow. So it's gotta get done tomorrow morning before he leaves. Like, all right, we leave. We go back to the hotel.
Louis, let me interrupt you for a minute. Was there ever a phone call from anyone around the time that you saw who he described to be?
When she walked, as I'm looking at the rear mirror, I seen her walk a little bit further from her house, get on the phone. By the time we get to the hotel, he's talking to Katie. That's when he asked Katie, what's she doing up here? You know? But I asked him in the car before Katie called, what is she doing up here? She came up here to see if everything's all right with the kids. I said, man, you gotta know something besides that shit. What this lady's doing up here? And she knows that we're up here. She knows you're up here. So what's she doing up here? So when he calls Katie. Hey, what's going on? I seen this lady up here. Oh no, she's making sure that everything is fine there. What time he's leaving tomorrow on the flight or where the fuck he was going. I said, so we gotta do this tomorrow, huh? He's like, yeah, he's leaving, and she came to see the kids. But I seen her face and everything. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, we're going back to the hotel. I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down on the chair in the hotel. And he's looking like, you all right? I'm like, no, I'm just curious what the fuck this lady's doing up here. Yeah, don't worry about that shit. Everything good, man. She just made sure that everything was all right. I said, I don't really like the sound of this shit, but whatever. If you say everything all right, I trust you because I just trust you. I trust you. You're my dog. Don't worry about it, man. Yeah, man, take a drink. Like, man, it was early in the morning. It was 12. Like, man, I'm good. I don't want to fucking drink.
So this all happened before 12 noon?
Yeah, before 12.
On Thursday?
On Thursday.
You drove by, you saw her walking the kids. You ask him, he says, that's Wendy. She's making sure that we're going to do this or whatever.
That she wanted to make sure that we was up there. She thought that we were lying, that he was lying. Because they don't even know I'm in the car until she seen me that day.
Yeah, but your car's got tinted windows. Does she even know what kind of car you guys are in?
That car, it's not even tinted. Like, you can see through it. It's like, you can see, it's tinted, but not dark like people think.
Right, but she wouldn't know you from Adam's house. She wouldn't know you from anybody.
Yeah, she don't know me from anybody. But you can see, you got a little short guy in the car like this. I'm driving like this. And you see Garcia. Garcia's on the passenger side. You know, so she looked and then he looked. Like, you know, that's what caught my attention. Like, what's up with this lady looking at the car? So they know she wanted to make sure that we was up here. I guess Katie had told him everything. And then he called Katie. I remember leaving the day when we left. He called Katie. Yo, everything all right with this lady? And she's like, yeah, everything's straight. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you get that shit done.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Or he tells you that?
No, I can hear her talking on the phone.
You're in the car or in the motel room?
No, I'm in the car. We're still in the car. We got pulled up. Every time before we go in the hotel, we sit in the car for like 10 minutes. We don't go, we just don't go in because I'm sitting down like, yo, you see that camera right there? You know, it's facing that way. You see that one over there? Yeah, man, how you see all these shit? I said, because Look at that camera over there, man. I ain't tell him, yo, you gotta stop drinking, man, before you can pay attention.
So you hear her voice
Mhm, I hear-
saying that he recognizes her without question. He doesn't have to ask.
You don't even gotta ask. You don't even have to call and ask none of this shit. He already knew. Who it
He's
was.
already saying, why is Wendy here?
Yeah. No, I asked him
Right.
why she's up here.
And then he relays to her on the
Yeah,
phone
he
what?
asked her why she came up here for.
Okay.
That's the
So
conversation.
it's not a question of if it's Wendy. He already knows it's
Oh,
Wendy.
he already knows one.
And he's telling Katie, why is Wendy here?
Mhm. To make sure that he was up here, make sure he was in line, that she was just paying him for nothing but.
So Tudo's met Wendy.
Yeah, I think he did. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna answer that right there because I'm not 100%.
Okay.
on that.
Did you know Wendy?
No, not at all.
You ever seen her before?
Just that day. That day I seen her, that Thursday. I'm not outside. I never met her. I never seen her. I don't know if he met her or, but I know he said that's one day. I'm like, all right.
All right. And Katie says she wants to make sure that you guys are,
And we make sure that was up there.
and you heard her voice say that.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you're back at the motel and he wants to start drinking. It's before noon.
Yeah, we hanging out now. Now we in the hotel hanging out. Right. The next day, I'm like, man, listen, don't get drunk, man. If you're gonna do something, you gotta do it right, man. He was toasted, man. Wake up in the morning, first thing he does, Chuck. I was taking a shower, like, don't tell me you're drinking, man. Man, I'm only taking a shot. Everything gonna be all right. He was already taking bumps. I'm like, oh man, fuck.
So at 12 noon back on the Thursday, you're there and did you go anywhere else? You had to go someplace else because the car has to get shot.
Yeah, we were driving around. That's when we seen that black boy with a car. We were driving around looking for coke. Matter of fact, he was driving around looking for coke. We had went to some bar. I don't remember where the bar was at. He said, man, let's go around here because I know somebody got to sell coke. But we bumped into him in the road.
In the road.
Yeah, the road. We driving, bump into him.
I thought somebody already had his number.
Yeah, Garcia got his number. Garcia was trying to call him, but he wouldn't answer. He was trying to call him, he couldn't answer. So I told you we bumped him in the road. And he, yo, what's up, dog? He like, my phone. And he like, hey man, we need some party. Like, follow me. So that's when we followed him. I'm in the back following him. That's when Garcia, I don't know what he was playing. I don't know why he was playing with a gun. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I'm driving through him. Like, jump. Like, yo, what's up, man? You all right? I don't know. When I look at the car, like, they wouldn't move on it. Yo, this car is now moving. What you did to the car? I was just laughing because he's so stupid. I'm like, you did this to the car. He's like, oh man, I don't know. I said, we don't got no gas. How the hell we don't got no gas? So we stopped. He looked under. He's like, oh shit, it's a line. I said, you shot the line? Are you serious? So we pushed the car outside the road. The black boy came. He's like, man, y'all come with me to the auto store. I said, I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying in the car. I'm in the car. I'm still in the car. They come back. He's like, man, who got jet the car? I'm like, man, get out the car. He's like, man, get out the car. Fuck, what you so scared of? It's not scary, it's just being cautious, man. I wasn't trying to get seen by nobody. So I got off the car. I'm outside the car, and while they jacking the car, I'm right here talking to the black boy. This nigga stupid, man. He's like, what happened? I said, I don't know what happened. The hose, he saw something here. I didn't want to tell him what happened, I said, I don't know. I hit something. But he had to fix some small little holes because he's a little mechanic, so he fixed it up. But I was outside the car for maybe 10 minutes. We jumped back in and we followed him. Followed him to some trailer parks. Some trailer park. I didn't pull up all the way on the park. I just pulled up in the side. Got away from me right here. He went and got some coke. Went back to the hotel. Yeah, I think he followed us. He rented the hotel for us. This time he rented it. He rented the hotel. So we just hanged out. We had down there the next morning when we woke up. That's when I went to Mark Hill's house.
Stop right there for a second. All right. With all that and the guy that went and found drugs for you, and so forth. All these contacts with that guy, you're saying is from Garcia's phone.
Yeah.
Not your phone.
He put the number in my phone.
Okay.
So I don't know if he called him from my phone one time. I think he tried to call him one time off my phone. I told him, no, don't call nobody out of my phone, man. I don't know this guy. First of all, I don't even like that guy. That man, we straight.
You ever heard a name?
No, never heard his name. Never knew his name. Never heard his name. But yeah, I think he called him one time from my phone, and then He tried to call him on his phone. I'm like, man, whatever. I ain't paying no money. But he rented the hotels for us. You know, he rented the hotel English. Twice because, you know, we had to check out. The first time we came up here, the second time, it was the same night that we was there the next day. I had to rent it again.
And so he gets you a hotel and you made it sound like it was a hotel that was closer to Markel's house.
Yeah, the one that he rented, his name was closer to my house.
Okay, did he go party with y'all in the room or anything?
He was there for a little bit. He was there with Garcia. He was there. I was mad as hell that day. Like, I ain't come up here to make friends. So he was there with Garcia, hanging out. It seemed like they were best friends for a little bit.
The rental car company ever found out there was a hole shot in their line?
Did they find out?
Did you ever call them or say, or did you just immediately just fixed it?
Well, no, we just fixed it right there and then.
Okay.
Garcia's he's a mechanic. Little bootleg mechanic, you know how to do a little work. He fixed it himself.
Okay.
Fixed it up and everything.
All right. So then what do you do that night after you're at this new motel?
We're just hanging out. Just chilling the whole night. We didn't do nothing, stay there the whole night. I parked the car in the back, just sitting there. I didn't do nothing. I was throw a picture of the owl, like I told you, posted on Instagram.
He saw an owl, a bird, I don't know what kind, it sounded like a barred owl maybe, that landed in the parking lot at the hotel and
Took a picture of it.
scared him.
And what happened after you took a picture? What did you do?
I took a picture and put it on Instagram.
Then what happened?
Katie called studio. Tell him to take that shit down. If he's stupid or what. So, you know, I'm like, well, I took it down. I remember I took it down right away, but I took it down. So she like, why would he do that? He can't tell nobody what is that. And in my mind, y'all be talking on the phone all fucking day. Fuck you worry about me putting the picture on Instagram. But yeah, I put it on Instagram. She called them and told him to take it down. So I took it down. That's it. We just hung out all night. The next morning we left. The next morning was a Friday. Friday morning. Went to Markel's house. Went over there. I parked by the park again. I waited for him to come out. When he came out, I followed him with Garcia in the car to the daycare. And gets to the daycare. I'm just driving in circles. I pulled up across the street. There was a building. At that moment when I'm pulling in the building, he's coming out. As he comes out, we follow him again. This time we follow him all the way to the gym. Follow him to the gym, waited in the parking lot for a while, for like 45 to an hour at the most. Got there. So when he came out of the gym, I followed him home. As I'm following home, he goes around the back. I go around the front. We met him right in the garage. I was like maybe like 3-4 feet away from his car. Garcia jumps out, goes around the car. Where he's driving. I think Markel was on the phone that day. Shot him twice. Got in the car. We left. The kid driving. We dumped the gun. towards the bridge. I can't remember that bridge. I wish I could remember if I can show you. I really couldn't remember it. Drove. After I made it home. Never spoke about this again. Never told nobody. The next morning, it's a Saturday morning, I'm in the barbershop. Katie calls my phone. Where's Tuto at? Stupid motherfucker don't answer the phone. Just like that. I'm like, I don't know. Let me find out for you. Give me a minute. I try to call. I think I called Shrimp's phone. Called Shrimp. I said, where's Tuto? Oh, he's here, drunk, sleeping. I said, wake his ass up. Tell him that Katie's looking for him. For what? Don't worry about it. I called Hibaro. Hibaro go pick Tuto up. So I think Hibaro picked him up, dropped him off in Katie's house. They showed up to my house. I'm still in the barbershop. I'm in the barbershop. My wife calls me. Babe, Katie and Tuto are here. I got a bag in my hand. It looks like this, looks like a brick. All right, don't touch it, don't even look at it, I'm on my way. When I get there, Katie's upstairs, because Jessica told her to come up, because I just had Lulu. I get there, Katie and Doodle. Katie, oh, what's up, Dr. Man? What's up, man? Doodle, what's up with the bag? Get the bag. I grab the bag, I take the money out, stick it in my pocket. I said, man, what you gonna do, man? I gotta go back to the barbershop, I gotta get a haircut. Leave Katie here, man, let's ride. We left together. Went to the barbershop, got a haircut. He paid like 2 or 3 guys haircut. He gave them all to the barber. Hey, man, go ahead and cut other people's hair. Let me get in front of this guy. We left. I ended up going to my mom's house. I see my mom. I paid my mom's rent. My mom was over like $2,000. So I paid my mom's rent. I left. And went to my house. Took a shower, got dressed. I didn't really do too much that day. Just I went to Bailey's for a little bit. And no, I went to somewhere else. I met some girl in another bar. With Garcia. We hanged out over there. From there we ended up going to the Hard Rock. Garcia spent $7,000. And the Hard Rock lost it. That's why I know he didn't have no money. So he spends his money in the Hard Rock, losing his money. I leave. We left the Hard Rock, whatever. I made it back home. Monday. What was that Saturday? That Sunday I wake up. Take a shower, it's noon, maybe around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I go see my ex-wife. Because it was school about to start, I believe. So I gave her $5,000. So here goes $5,000. Buy the kids. So where you got the money from? I don't know why y'all be asking questions. Just get the money and don't worry about it.
What's your ex-wife's name?
Annie Diaz. I gave her the money. Boom, leave. Maybe a week later, like that. I take money to my sister in an envelope. I said, put this away from me. I don't want to have it in my house. Because when Jessica gets mad at me, she goes to my pockets and take my money. When I come home drunk, I didn't want her to find that money. And I didn't really want her to know, ask me a million questions where I got the money from. So I put it away. My sister put it away from in the closet. I think I should stay with my sister. I had keys to go in and out of the house. So I used to go in and out of my sister's house. That's about it. That's when the story ended right there with the money. My cat and everything.
Let's back up to, you come back home, where do you take the car to, or where you and Tudo together, you stopped at the ATM. I'm sorry, yeah, you're at the Prius and you stop at an ATM, you've seen that photograph.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then from there you go somewhere. You're just getting back into town.
I can't remember. I remember going home and went somewhere else.
Well, you said you ended up going to
Bailey, but I didn't go in the Prius to Bailey's. I wouldn't drive that car. I ain't drive that car. He had that car. I didn't even like that car. He had the car, lost the car for 3 days. I had to go look for the car because he don't know where he parked the car at. I had to call AAA to go in the car and give me the keys. He left the keys in the car, locked the car with the keys. I couldn't open the car, so he called AAA. I gave AAA $50 to open the car, gave the keys. Went and got his stupid ass. Here, come collect this car. Let's drive it back. I turned the car in and left.
Where did you find the car at?
A couple of blocks from Shrimp's house. I think Shrimp was staying like on 76. And Dickens Avenue, somewhere around there, Miami Beach. And I found the car like in 78, 79th Street. Like 2 or 3 blocks down on a corner. Right by a fire station. They would have tore that car away. Then I would have had to pay more money. That's how drunk he was.
Okay. So when you came back, you split up. So he took the car. He took the car with him.
Yeah, we split up. He took the car. He had the car for a couple of days. I kept telling him, yo, I gotta return this car back, man.
Okay, but the next morning, Saturday, you said you go to the barbershop.
Yeah.
All right, so the murder happened on Friday. Y'all drive all the way back. You party, whatever, Friday night. Was that was it Sunday that he went to Hard Rock? Or was it
I'm
that?
thinking it was that Sunday. No, it was a Saturday. It was the next week.
Okay, so
Next week after that.
the next week after that. Okay, so before we get to that, you're back in town on Friday. We talked about Big Daddies.
Yeah, you talking about Big Daddies.
Do you remember?
I wasn't. I wasn't too sure if we went
Right.
to Big Daddies or not. I can't hear see it and be like, yeah, I was there.
No. that's
Maybe
fine.
I was. Maybe you said my credit card went in there. If I did, I did. Who knows? I can't remember if I was there or not. I really can't.
Well, before this, I want to go back to your driving out of Tallahassee, and you said before that he calls Kate.
He calls Katie. I think right when we had dumped the gun, and then he called her, and he said, "Everything is done. Make sure you have no money. I'm on my way." When we get back to the house, he calls, "Yeah, no money." She goes, "Don't worry about it. You have it tomorrow morning." I can hear it.
I know. I want to go back. You're driving out of Tallahassee. The Markel's been shot. You're driving out of Tallahassee. All right. And then are you saying that you dumped the gun before he made the first phone call? Because the big deal was about he calls her and says,
Yeah, he called her and told her it's done. Everything is done. I think way before we dumped that gun or after we done the gun, but for sure, 100%, he called her and said, "Hey, it's done already."
do you hear her on the other
Yeah, I
end?
can hear it. She goes, "Okay, I know, all right."
Okay, I know. All right.
Yeah, like I'm like, yo, how the fuck does she know? Like, how would she know if this shit done?
But it's Katie's voice.
Yeah, it's Katie's voice, 100%. It's Katie's voice. He can't call Wendy. I don't know her voice. I know Katie's voice.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right. I said, I looked at him like, did you really just call this guy and say you're done? Like, where your mind is at?
All right. I'm using that as a reference point for when that conversation happened. Have you all dumped the gun yet?
Shit, I'm not sure. I don't know if I did or not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you yes.
Nope, that's fine. Just thought I was trying to give you some type of reference point to
I can't
remember.
remember what the fuck the bridge is at last night.
Well, I know. I was thinking if you'd already dumped it, we know we can narrow
I
down
even
here.
drew a picture. You want to see of me this morning thinking about the bridge? That's how much I've been thinking about the bridge all night. Just like that. That's what the bridge look like. The bridge look like that. That'll be me. I had pulled up right there to the side. Garcia jumped off. There's grass. He didn't go all the way through it. He threw it from there. So I don't know if he made it to the water or not.
But you could see the water from the car.
Yeah, I'm right there. I can see him.
You crossed the bridge and stopped.
The bridge ends here, and it got like a metal. You know how it got the little metal
Guardrail.
guardrail. He jumped over the guardrail.
Okay.
So it's a concrete wall, then a metal guardrail.
It's a little concrete wall. And
Okay.
he had to jump.
But the bushes weren't so high that you couldn't
No,
see
it's
the
just
water.
grass.
Okay.
It's just grass.
Okay.
But that's what when I was looking at that the other day. I mean, yesterday, like in 2 years, I don't know if the fucking grass grew or they cut it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. There's so much construction out there now, so that shit had me confused.
There's a lot of construction out there.
Yeah, so I'm like,
So let me ask you this: from the edge of that wall right there where Garcia was standing, how far to the water was it? Was like from here to the wall? Was it way down the road? I mean,
let's say he's here. I'm gonna give you something like right here. The water will be way over there to the wall.
okay, it's about view of the wall, maybe 20 feet or so. Pretty close.
No, that's like 12, 15 feet.
No, it's some more than, that's about 9 yards, 10 yards, it's between 25 and 30 feet.
So long as we have a reference, he's saying it's from this point to that wall that the water
Because
is.
when I pulled up, I can see it. Like from the point, I can see him. I'm trying to look at him like, what the fuck you doing? Is he throwing it? Because I'm seeing him going like this. I'm like,
Depending on the
I
time.
don't know. Because he told me, no, I took it apart. Did you took it apart or not? He said, yeah. So, all right, I believe you. Let's go. I really wanted to stay with it if I can put it. If I knew where I was going to stash it that way. He threw it.
You were going to stash it?
Yeah, I was going to stash it.
You were going to drive all the way back to Miami with
I
it?
was going to drive all the way to Miami and put it away and bury it shit somewhere. Nobody's going to find it but me.
Okay. What if? All right. So was there any discussion if you got stopped? What would you do if you got stopped by the police with the gun?
No. We got stopped with the guns.
Right.
And if there was a search, I don't think they would have found it. Yeah, they would have found it. They would have found it on him.
On the passenger seat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm driving, so they would have found it on him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I say, hey, if we get caught with this gun, you know you got to take full responsibility. I'm not going to prison right now. Right now your record's kind of clean compared to mine. Yeah, if we get stopped, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm looking at it, whatever. He's drunk. You know, like.
But you were willing to take the chance on driving all the way back to Miami with a murder weapon?
Yeah, we almost halfway. Where we through that, we was halfway.
Well, as far as we went yesterday, it was more than halfway back, but I got you. Okay, so you wanted to keep it, but he decided it didn't need to go.
Yeah, he told me, pull over, and pulled over and threw it.
Okay. Did he, but he didn't take the gun apart till he was down by the water? He didn't take it apart and
He was trying in the car the whole time. I was like, bro, what is it to take the revolver and just pull the thing out? I mean, it's all you gotta do is pull it out, man. Like, man, oh, this shit's hard. I'm like, whatever. I'm just driving. I'm driving and looking at the rear mirror, looking for the police the whole time.
so we got a full cylinder. We got a full cylinder of 6 bullets to start with.
Mhm.
Is that right? That's how you had it?
Yeah.
And then he shot one through the floorboard and shot Mark to kill twice.
Yeah.
And there's 3 bullets left.
Yeah, we 3 bullets of that, you know.
What happened to the bullets?
I don't know if he took them off and threw them. I don't know if he left it. Because he opened it. He took the bullets out of the car. That on his lap.
Okay.
So I don't know if he grabbed them and threw them in the water too. Everything was with him when he jumped out the car. Whatever he did down there, he did. I didn't know what he was doing.
Did y'all have extra bullets in the car?
No,
Just, you came up here with 6.
6 bullets. No extra, no extra.
Okay.
1 gun, 6 bullets.
So you,
Whatever he did when he got the car and threw it, I don't know if he took the bullet and threw it. I know I seen him. He said he threw it, and then he came back to the car with nothing.
so before or after the phone conversation, but the phone conversation, he tells her it's done. She says, yes, I know, something like that.
Yeah,
But
that's my understanding the way I heard it. So I'm like, because I'm driving, but you know my window's cracked. So I'm like, I screwed up a little bit because I really want to see what she's gonna say. So I'm driving like, what she said? She know? She said, yeah. I'm like, fuck, she know about this shit so fast. I don't know when they was still up here. I don't know what was going on, but everything he just told her, make sure we have that money when we get down there. When we get to my house, I was arguing with him about that. I'm like, yo, we come down here, there's no fucking money. Oh, y'all motherfuckers playing games. Don't be playing games, man. Go get that money. I got to argument with him that same day. Hey, don't worry about the money being. He called, hey, where the money? She goes, don't worry about it. You have it tomorrow morning. First thing the sun come up, you will have it. Now I said, all right. You know, I'm going to the barbershop tomorrow. By the time I get out the barbershop, that shit better be around to do. I mean, you're gonna have problems. You making me go to a mission shit that I ain't want to do. I left it like that. Katie calls my phone. Hey, where's Tuto at?
this is Saturday morning?
Saturday morning.
Very next morning.
The very next morning. It ain't passed not even 24 hours.
You didn't see Katie Friday night?
I didn't see Katie Friday night at all. I seen her the next morning in my house.
Do you know if he did? You know, Tudo saw Katie the night before?
I don't know. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I can't tell you yes or no. But I seen her in my house the next morning. That's 100% sure she brought the money.
Where's the barbershop?
Right around the corner. I'm at 135th and 135th on Biscayne. I'm at 135th on 16,
Okay.
and it's 135th. It's like when you go to the track, the railroad track,
Railroad tracks.
it's
Is that
Biscayne.
by Biscayne?
Yeah, right in the corner.
Oh, Biscayne and 135th? Okay.
What's the name of it?
I think it'll be King Racer Barbershop. Something like that.
King Racer?
Yeah, King Ray Barbershop.
King Ray.
Ray, R-E-Y-E. It's
Yeah.
the Spanish pronunciation for crown.
Okay.
Or the word for crown.
It's not a gang. It's not no gang. No.
Okay, so you get a phone call while you're at the barbershop,
Yeah, when I'm at the barbershop,
and it's Katie.
it's Katie. Where the fuck is Tuto at? Just like that. I'm like, I thought he was with you. You know, like I didn't want to slip and say nothing stupid. So I'm like, well, he's not with you. Okay, hold on. I think I know where he's at. Let me call you back. You know, I'm like, he gotta be with Tati with Shrimp. So she knows that. She like, oh, he gotta be with that dumb ass. He probably is. I'll call you back. So I call Shrimp.
But she just asked for him, she doesn't say nothing.
Oh yeah. No, she said, who's gonna come get the money?
come get the money.
Yeah, she like, where the fuck is Tuta? I said, man, I didn't want to slip, so I'm like, I'll find out. She goes, okay, but who's gonna come? Who's gonna come get the money? You wanna come get it? I'm like, I was gonna go, but like, nah. Thank God I didn't go, because now I got at least some proof, because she was in my house and she brought the money. So I'm like, now I'm straight. I'm gonna call Tuta for you. So I sent Hibaro. Hibaro went to go pick them up, and they showed up, both of them, to my house.
You didn't go pick up Garcia. There were shrimps.
I didn't pick up Garcia for nothing in the world.
But you sent Hibaro to go get him.
Yeah, because Hibaro was like my dude boy.
Okay.
Go do this, go do that, go over there. Take my mom, go do this. You know.
Katie know Hibano?
Yeah, she knows Hibaro. Not like that. She probably knew Hibaro like for like a year. And then you leave the kids in the house. How can you leave them with this guy? You don't know if that guy's a sex predator. You don't know nothing about this man. You leave the kids in this. You know, Garcia leaves the kids over here. Come on, man. I used to get mad. How you gonna leave the kids with this dumbass little nigga over here? This man is 40-something years old. Both of you did like a couple of years in prison. Yo, we don't know his background like that. I used to get mad at him leaving the kids like that in the house.
So Hibaro goes, apparently, or he tells you he found him.
Yeah.
Does he call you and say, hey, he's here at Shrimp?
Call me. Shit. I don't remember if he called me or not.
Somehow, Tudo gets with Katie,
Mhm.
from what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because, all right, so you go ahead. I don't want to jump in.
I was in the barbershop. I believe I called Hibaro. I called Hibaro that day because that's the only person I would call. I said, go pick up Tutu. He's in Shrimp's house. Take him to Katie's house. Then Katie and Tutu showed up to my house. Garcia gave the bag to Jessica. But Jessica called me, hey, I got a bag here to take a break. I said, listen, I'm on my way. Who's over there? She goes, the Katie and Tutu. I said, I'm on my way over there right now. Tell them don't move. Tell them don't leave. I want to make sure Katie was there for real. I thought it was bullshit. I get there. I ain't even get a haircut yet.
You also want to know that you got all your money, right?
Yeah. So before I want to make sure all the money's there. So when I ain't even count the money there though. I get there, boom, I drive. I said, all right, go get the bag. I grab the money, put it in my pocket. I go to the car over Garcia. I said, do I have to count this shit or what? He's like, man, you don't have to. I said, you know what? It's easy to count because they were all staples. So $1,000. $1,000, it was all hundreds, but a grand staple, each one of them. So I said, okay. He let me give you the
Are you saying stapled or a strap around them?
staple.
Good money.
To the one. Just a grand, like that staple.
$100 bills.
2 $100 bills stapled together.
Yes, sir. Just like that. So I grabbed it. It's called stacks. Stacks. I grabbed it. I'm like, when we go here, they gave me extra. I said, all right, man, let's go to the bar. So I get a haircut, man. And that's it. I got my little haircut in my mom's house. Came on mom's right. Went home, took a shower.
So Garcia's with you the whole time? You doing that? You doing that right
Yeah,
now?
when I went to my mom's house, yeah, he was with me.
He's with you at the barber shop?
He was with me in the barbershop. He was with me at my mom's house.
So it sounds like you got 30 grand in stapled $100 bills.
Mhm.
And then he dug out five or six or seven something.
When I went to the barbershop, you know, I got a haircut, so I changed $100 bill. Boom. I just said, man, because they were 40 and give me 60. Because the haircut's $20. And give me 60. Boom. That's it. But they gave me the other extra. That's about it. That was like the whole nightmare right there.
And no more discussion.
Never spoke about it again.
How did Katie leave from Jessica's house?
She was in her car.
So she's still there with Jessica and Lulu the baby when you leave with Tudo.
Yeah, I left with Dude. Let's go, man.
Okay. All right. Take the time break. Is this for us?
You can keep it. That's fine. It's fine. You go.